Here's what I'm gonna do. Take them cuts off. You don't fight me, don't. That's what the thing was, right?
That's true.
All right. I'll do the same thing on the other side. Ash.
For some reason, I look at that shit.
And I'm doing all I can. Well.
What happened to the throat?
Hmm?
I don't get questions, so.
Let's see.
It's taking
No, other side. Other side. It'll be about 2 seconds. Okay.
good. So, is there anything to eat I can have? Like some chips or anything?
How about just a slice of pizza, man?
Really? Yes, you eat food. I have 8 hours. Thank you, sure.
Look what he gets. Look what he gets to eat. He don't get chips. He don't get but he gets slick, but he can't long sleeve. Look what he gets to eat though. He gets a pizza. You dig? Damn. He don't get the chips and cookies or something from the vending machine. Look what he gets. God.
Appreciate it. Start this now.
You done, man?
Yes, sir. Thank you so
A
much.
little better? I can look at it too. I'll be back, man. I gotta look at
You know, he gets to me, baby.
Not looking kidding around. Do you work at Taco Bell?
I used to.
Okay. So you must have told me.
I got fired whenever I got arrested.
This Morningstar Farms spicy black bean burger is good for meat and earth.
Thousands of items on sale, in stock, and ready to deliver to your home fast. Raymore and Flanagan.
Yeah.
I didn't get any charges filed against me though. They dropped the charges, but they fired me because I wasn't there for like 30 days.
All right, let's do this. I'm going to advise you of your rights. Okay. I know you were advised of your rights once before, but I'm going to do it again.
I wasn't.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do it this time. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at this time? Can you read and write the English language?
Yes, sir.
And how many years of school did you complete?
I dropped out junior year, so 11 years.
11 years?
Yes,
Did you get a GED or anything?
Mm-mm.
But you completed 11 years?
Yeah, I just need to go back and finish my senior year.
Okay. All right. You have the right to remain silent. You do not have to make a statement or say anything. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to speak to a lawyer and have a lawyer present during any questioning.
Mhm.
If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you at no cost before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. So what we're talking about, Ashton, is even though you and I have talked, you don't have to talk. You can stop at any time. Does that make sense? I've been advised of my rights and I understand
So I
what
had
my
to call
rights
into my
are.
phone. I gotta
I'm
run.
willing to make a statement
gonna-
and answer questions.
I gotta
have
get back
no
to
questions regarding
plan
my
B.
rights. I do not want a
They
lawyer
gotta
at
cut
this
the
time.
fucking
No promises or
lawn
threats
next
have been
door.
made to me, and no
Piece of
pressure
shit
or
warehouse.
coercion of any kind has been used against me.
So I'm gonna run through
You
the
understand
studio
your rights?
while they do that,
Good.
while I'm on the
You
phone.
want to
They
make a
call in.
statement?
But this
Okay.
case is dealing with two white
Ask you to
boys
do me the favor then,
who was involved in a murder against a black boy. I think it's Florida. I don't know. Everything happens in Florida.
Initial each one of those.
So anyway,
lines, including the 3 questions I asked you. And then
it looks
finally,
like Florida
fill in the
shouldn't be called the Dolphins or Buccaneers, none of that stuff. Mariners, they should be called the Clowns, because all the clown shit come from Florida. Anyway, it was a drug deal gone bad between a young black boy, probably 16 years old, with these two white thugs. Now, these are super predators, these white boys right here, right? So let me be clear, unbiased on the term. Hillary Clinton never put a race on the term. It's whoever fits the bill. Whoever fits the bill or fit the description, right? So these guys fit the bill and they fit the description. These are thugs. They take pictures with guns and everything what niggas do. Super predator niggas do. Crackers do the same shit. They're all super predators.
Yeah.
And they got charged as adults. So they weren't
talk to
nothing
everybody.
between these piece of shit white boys.
Oh, man.
Okay, they killed the dude.
Girlfriend.
Gonna sell most likely marijuana.
Guys that were in
They did. And this is why I gotta educate your youth.
Hospital.
And it's most likely the wild marijuana. It ain't that
Girlfriend.
FDA regulated marijuana in the dispensaries.
Who's
The
that guy?
marijuana they
Gavin.
fucking with is the shit that the federal
Gavin.
government says no good at all. For
Gavin,
medicinal
pretty
purpose,
much.
nothing. Zero. Right? Make that very clear. The federal government don't even think the wild marijuana is good for medicinal purposes. They say zero benefit or the negatives outweigh the benefits, just like heroin and meth and everything else.
See the aftermath of an incident. What you visualize and perceive is going to be totally different than what I visualize and perceive.
So I'm on my pigness
What have you.
today. I eat food all day. I eat some peanuts, pretty good. Sea salt peanuts,
We're not going to.
good price, $3 for a big can. I'm gonna probably get another 2
blow smoke up here or
cans.
anything like that. So
That's
we
not
already
right,
have
and
a
I'm
good
gonna get
idea
some
and everything of what's
Sandy's
going on.
shortbread cookies. I love it. And I'm back on my greedy shit. So
This late in the game, if you
Just
kind
look at
of
my food
give
until
us
later.
your side and kind of what happened.
I'm gonna pick out a little bit, but I won't look sloppy. And I'm against all fat
I
people.
guess those guys
Niggas
come over
and
there.
Dig? Like
from
certain
my
rappers
understanding, Gavin
who
went
like
out there
Jadakiss and them,
with
sloppy as shit, who
on
could,
them free will.
dude, you're in front of the camera, your image sells. Flow Rider, 50 Cent, like these guys, DMX, these guys show you, Gyro, image sells. These sloppy niggas just want to stay big, fat Joe sloppy ass, they want to stay fat and sloppy. The women are kind of getting it now, they're getting in better shape. But the men, I hate sloppy men. Yo, get in shape, fellas, come on.
Was that from hitting Zach's, what's his name, Chris?
Chris Stewart. Right.
He tried to dump him on my throat. And I just hit him one time and then I backed to it. And then I got scared again.
Okay. Chris said he saw you leave the house with a backpack,
Mm-hmm.
and he went across the yard or whatever, and then came back without the backpack. That's what the argument started over.
Mm-mm. That's not what happened, sir. I had grabbed Haley and I was like, Haley, I just hit the old man. And Jeanette, the grandma, was on the phone with the cops. I was like, the cops are gonna come. And I went to the room. I looked around for anything of mine, and then Haley was just like, come on, and she grabbed her bag. And then I grabbed her bag, and then we walked to the wood line with it. But I didn't come back without the bag. I didn't come back at all until they called my girl, and they were like, it was like Deputy Jackson, please come out. We're everybody, all of Nassau is looking for you. So then I came out and walked up, and they arrested me.
What about, what do you know about the gun that was used?
I know nothing, sir. Like I said, the only time I woke up was whenever the fight happened, and then I tried to break him up.
So I did have time to watch this one at all. So we're watching it together
That was calling the cops
for the first time.
And then
I really had other things
me
to
and my
play
girlfriend ran, they stayed at the house.
before this. This was like later, but since they
There's
then cutting grass and shit, might as well just
there's an incident
play this.
or whatever. You
See, let's see
know
if the
these
white boys
people
are gonna snitch on each
that
other.
came
Let's
over
see if they're
there
gonna point fingers on
that
each other.
came over to
Three
the-
involved, one is dead, two is alive. Two
that
white boys alive,
guy
one
was at
black,
the car with?
young
yeah.
guys dead. They're all
I'm pretty
young,
sure.
minors,
Okay.
but the white boys are getting charged as adults.
Who do you think it is, just from whoever you spoke with or whoever you, whatever? Because I mean, the only reason why I say that, and I'm asking it that way,
And let's
is because I'm just
parents,
reaching for some
prep
truth
them.
on your side. You know what I mean?
let's see if they're trying to press them on
Basically,
interrogation.
I'm not
How
going to
close
smoke.
detectives, what they would
I'm
not
just
say.
trying to
Let's
test
see.
the waters and say,
Because interrogate
okay, is
minors,
this kid
needs
gonna
a parent
really
or some type of guardian.
follow through with what we agreed on in the beginning and say we're gonna kind of, yeah, they really do know what's going on, test the water. But I understand, you're testing the water too. You want to know how much I know, but that doesn't really help the situation as far as like your perceived notion or your perceived image of this incident that happened today. So I do have quite a bit of information, but I also have a lot of information about like a possible past history between these kids that came over there and picked up Gavin and you.
Yes, sir. Well, as far as the kids go, that probably got in the car with Gavin was probably the kids I was beefing with. That's probably the kids I had.
Who are you beefing with?
So, before I went to jail, Blake, the kid with the cast, he had tried to rob me and my friend Gavin. And this is before I went to jail. This is like a month or 3 months ago. He tried to rob us. I beat Blake's ass, and then the black kid ran up and didn't do nothing, and Gavin just stood there, and then they didn't get nothing from us, and that was that. I beat Blake's ass. Nobody tried to fight us after that. It was good. Well, I went around school bragging about it because I used to be friends with Blake. I used to run with him. And then he hopped out on me and tried to rob me. So I started bragging about it, saying I whooped his ass. He tried to hop out on me and I whooped his ass. And everything was really straight. I had no more beef. Nobody was fucking with me after that. And then I went to jail for about 29 days on a pistol charge. Lost my pistol and my protection, really. And then after I got out, I didn't have no protection. I just got out of jail. I was gonna try to be good. I was just gonna drop all the beef I had because I mean, it was a 29-day period. And then they ended up jumping me the second day I got out. I was walking to the park with my girlfriend.
This white boy gangster.
Haley's like, we've been together for like a year and a half, but we was walking together to the park for my sister's birthday. It was early in the morning, and we were gonna set up the park or whatever for her. My dad had left real quick to go. He wanted us to watch the stuff. Well, the kids that came across the street where Blake's aunt lives, and they came masked up in hoodies, and they had talked. The first day I got out, I posted it, and they slid up on my story saying, "Next time I see your sister, we're gonna beat her and pistol whip her and stuff. Whenever I see you, I'm gonna kill you, all this and that." And I was just like, whatever, like, I'm just gonna do me. If they beat me up, that's whatever. So that incident happens, they come over, I see them walking over with hoodies as soon as I get over there, and I had no idea. Like, I had no idea this was gonna happen. It was for my sister's birthday. My sister rode her scooter over, and I saw her, and I saw the kids walking around. I'm like, fuck. So then I saw Haley grab my phone. She goes with my sister, and I step out in the middle of the field, and I walk up to Blake and hit him. because there's like 3 kids like this, and they're like walking up to me. And so I just walk all the way to the left. I hit the kid on the left, and they just start beating the shit out of me. They start kicking me and shit, and I just got my ass beat. But
What's your sister's name?
Aaliyah Riggs, she watched it happen. Aaliyah Riggs, ALEAH Riggs. And then Haley Simmons saw it too. That's another witness. But at that time, I didn't care. You know, I got my ass beat. Oh well. Like, it's not the first time. My face wasn't busted. Just my head was hurt because they were kicking me. So I didn't call the cops or anything. I just left it at that. Didn't call the cops, none of that. And then I didn't like the kids. After that happened, I used to be friends with one of them.
Because I heard it was a drug deal going bad. If he's talking all this stuff,
And
you know, there's more motives.
And I didn't know what, because I didn't rob them for any money. I never did them wrong. I never talked bad about them or anything like that until Blake tried to rob me. And I talked shit, bragging that I beat his ass whenever he tried to hop out on me, because we used to be friends. I didn't do any of them wrong, so I was kind of pissed off. But, I mean, that's really the beef. And Gavin's my homeboy, that's like my brother, so
And again, this minor white
whatever
boy
we get into
on social
together
media
is
flashing his blessings too,
like,
both of them.
it doesn't matter.
So this is part
Like, if he's got beef with somebody and I like them, it doesn't matter if I like them. That's my brother,
They
he's
were on
got
social
beef
media
with them, I
flashing
got beef with
guns,
them.
you know, like
So
super
I think
predators.
that's kind of how it was, but I don't think Gavin, one of the boys, I don't think he had beef with. Like, he was kind of mutual friend with, and I guess that's.
And you know, I hate all super predators. Every last one of them. Don't give a fuck nothing about no fair trial, no justice,
And
process. Don't give a
maybe
fuck about
that's
super
it.
predators.
Like, I know that's like one of the people he was texting, but that's all I could really think of that came. Maybe that came and picked him up. And when that incident happened, was one of the kids that you talked to named Adam?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. And I didn't go with him because one, I was laying on the couch and I was just tired.
You're being a little bit honest with me.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm gonna be a little more honest with you.
Yes,
So
sir.
it's like a thing. I know about the drug deal, okay?
Yes, sir.
I know that they come over there for a treat. And I know that you was like, hey dude, I don't care if you fucking sell weed, dude. I really don't. I'm not here for that. I'm not, you know? So they come over there, you're like, hey, you're gonna have to set this up. If they don't like me, we got beef.
Mm-hmm.
You're cool with Adam, you know him,
Yeah.
okay? And so you handle it.
That's what you're talking about.
You gotta,
This
you gotta
is,
step up.
I see what you're saying, you're almost there, but it's not like that. It's like, they texted him asking him for some, and I didn't have nothing to do with it. He was like, hey, I'm not gonna serve him. I was like, I don't know, I don't like them, and they don't like me, and they know they don't like me, because Adam was one of the boys that jumped me. Adam, Blake, and Devin Alfred, a redhead kid. Devin probably wasn't in the car. Y'all probably didn't interview him, but it was 3 kids that jumped me. I was like, Adam's one of them boys that jumped me. I said, don't do it, bro. It's probably gonna be a setup. That's what I told him. I said, Gavin, it's gonna be a setup, bro. And if you're gonna go out there and some shit's gonna go down, I'm gonna go with you. And he said, no, you're not coming with me. He said, I got this, bro. I got this. I said, all right. Went on the couch, started watching TV with my girl, and fell asleep.
You ain't fall asleep.
Huh?
Let's stop that. You ain't fall asleep.
Yes, I did, sir. I fell
I've
asleep.
got, what, 1, 2, 3. Your girlfriend's 4. Zach is 5.
Haley said I wasn't asleep.
You got 5.
We was
witnesses.
asleep together.
5 witnesses said you weren't sleeping. Because the gunshot went off you, Zach. Both ran outside the front yard. See what's up.
Okay.
You're saying you didn't hear the gunshot?
Yes, sir.
I mean, I've been here a while. There's a reason why you're the last one. I mean, it just, we had an order. And I hate to say this, bro. Look at me. Because I'm being real with you.
Mm.
we picked on the weakest ones.
Mm.
My shit's a little bit dirty, I'm sorry, man.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a reason why there's a pecking order in life.
Mm.
And it's our job to read people. You know? That's 60% of my job is being able to read somebody and know what I'm getting, you know? You wanna, okay, so this is comical. Okay, so I heard Gavin tells David here, and I'm Mark, by the way, I'm sorry.
Mm.
That dictatorship bothers me. So this is Mark, David, and it's Ashton, right?
Mm.
So Gavin sits there and he goes, I said, so tell me what happened, man. And this dude straight up told me some fucking Jackie Chan shit. Like, he said that he was out there, he got, what is it, snuck or what do they call it?
Snuck, pistol whip.
He got fucking sucker punched, basically. That's what I call it. I call it sucker punch. So he gets sucker punched in the side of the face, and he goes like this right here. He's like, it's all kind of like slow motion, and I see a pistol up in his lap. And I grab his pistol from the front seat, and I go like this, and I just shoot him because I was scared. I'm like, that shit doesn't happen. That shit doesn't happen. And
Well,
so we
now
talked
it's in movies, made
No,
up.
it does. It does. So, I mean, I've got, you know, time, you can't tell I'm fat and out of shape and shit now, but, you know, once upon a time, you know, I did my term in the military, in the Marine Corps, and, you know, I worked with like some Israeli special forces guys when I went to Iraq as a contractor, and some bad dudes that were just like straight up heathens, you know, and they even say it's bullshit. But that's what he told me. And then Zach was like, yeah, I know what happened. They pulled a gun on him, and he snatched it out of their hand, and he shot him with it.
That's what I heard, sir.
Yeah, that's bullshit too.
I heard they were trying to rob him.
Because,
And I told him it was a setup too, and he said, I got it, and just went out there. Swear.
because the truth,
Mm.
is he got a gun from you. He
From
didn't have
me?
the gun. He definitely came back and gave you the gun.
No, he didn't get the gun from me, and he didn't give me the gun.
He did.
You got the story wrong, because I didn't give him the gun, and I didn't have a gun. I had no weapon. I just got off on
Did you have your own gun?
No, sir. I just got off on a firearm charge. Why would I have a gun?
Why would, because of protection, because these guys have beef with you.
Yeah, but
But why would a guy that just shot another person say, why? I mean, it's like, yeah, I did it, you know? I was like, well, where'd you get the gun? Got
Well,
it from Ashton.
no, I did not have no gun, sir.
He gave me a black M&P 9mm.
No, sir. Did not have a gun.
Small. It's not like.
Didn't have a gun, sir. Didn't have a
The
gun.
small one. And then what's so crazy is like, you know, you gotta step up, you gotta do this. He goes out there, he gets in the vehicle, he goes around the corner, comes back, and then they go to get the vehicle or whatever. That's when he had his little story. Anyways, after that happens, he runs down back towards the house or whatever, and
Says
I mean,
y'all,
we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here.
oh, first of all, it says y'all are coming out of the house.
Well, I was
Somebody a
like,
black ski mask or some shit.
yeah, I was sitting on the couch whenever it happened, and Zach, I just remember, like, I heard a pow, and then Zach was running out the door, and I jumped over the couch, and I looked out the window, I didn't see anybody, so I ran out there, and then I see Gavin running, and he was like, they stuck me up or something like that, and then
Who told you that outside?
yeah, he was like, they stuck me up. And I was like, damn, bro, what happened? He was like, I got the gun and shot him. And then he was like, Zach ran to the room, and that's what they started arguing about, was a ride. That's what happened. It was a ride that they were arguing about. And then I just started yelling, screaming, and Haley's like, they're fighting. So I busted in there, Zach's on top of his grandpa, I break it up, and There you go. We're back to where we're at. But that's what happened, sir.
Okay, so in
But
theory,
I didn't give him a gun, and I didn't have a gun after the fact.
Well,
so then by that account,
Yes, sir.
if I ask you for consent to do a DNA swab,
Mm-hmm.
and if I find this bag that you allegedly took out there to the wooded area,
Mm-hmm.
it's not going to have the pistols in it, right? It's not going to have your DNA on it. It's only going to have whoever he smashed that pistol from,
Yes, sir.
his DNA on it, right?
Yes, sir.
And Gavin's.
Yes, sir.
Those are only two people's DNA is going to be on there.
Yes, sir.
If I go out there and find that bag,
Yes, sir.
your DNA is not going to be out there
No, sir.
because you never carried a bag out there.
No,
or-
sir. I carried
Oh,
Haley's
so
bag
all
out
right.
there.
So he denied it.
Just Haley's
Okay,
bag.
I didn't
It was like a brown bag. It was
I
like
thought
this.
this white
and I
boy was going to
carried
admit
it
that he
and
shot
ran.
and was going
That's
to
what
blame on
happened,
the.
sir.
So
I didn't run all the way to the woods and come back. How? That's way
I
too
didn't know he
long.
was
I was
denying
scared. I
it.
just hit an old man. I looked around for clothes, and then I just grabbed Haley's bag, put some clothes in it, grabbed it, and ran.
Oh yeah,
That's
and
what
then his
happened.
code
But
name
just in
was
case,
I'm just guessing.
if I go out there and I find it,
Or he goes, one of them's going to snitch.
Mm-hmm.
your DNA is not going to be on.
No, sir.
And you'll do a consent. I have a deal.
Yes,
guy
sir,
come
you
in here and do a buckle swab right
Yes,
now,
sir. Go ahead.
and you're nothing. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second.
I get the white boy too. I'm
You want
totally
some water,
unbiased. I get
right?
the white boys, white murderers. I get them.
Yes, sir. Word.
White super predators, serial killers. I get them too. Yeah, I forgot. Y'all call me unbiased with my name and can man. Anybody can get it. Dominicans, Africans, SBA can, Jamaican, Haitians can, white boys can, KKK can, KKK can. You dig? Anybody can get it.
Ashton, this is the Atlanta. This is who the block swab, they call it.
First off,
Indigenous, aka disingenuous. Yeah, that's funny as hell. Disingenuous black man. That's his name sometimes when he go that route. He goes that route. Disingenuous black man. Pseudos can,
225.
scammers can. You dig? Traveling without license can. Anybody can get it.
The day. 225.
What time was it?
6:45 a.m.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew. Been arrested for 9 hours.
Think about that. What time did you get up yesterday?
I don't remember. It was
You were asleep on the couch, you told me. That's not a trick question. You were.
It was like 11. Oh,
okay, first of all,
Ashton Ridge, ASH one. Alright.
your name is Tyler,
Yes, sir.
T-Y-L-E.
Mm.
Bragging about the birth rate, but he birthing a whole bunch of dusty niggas who are unproductive in society. That shit is hilarious.
Okay. What's gonna happen is there's two swabs in here.
Mm.
I'm gonna be swabbing your gum and along your teeth.
I'll be home in like 3 minutes, and I got a surprise. I'm gonna pause this. I got a surprise news break. Well, not really news break, but breaking story.
All right. Is enough?
Yeah, but this is only because they were cutting grass. But once I get to the crib in about 3 minutes, I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna play the urgent one, and then I'm gonna go into the traveling, the walking, the double dribble, up and down, the goaltending, foul, without a license.
Yeah, we're just,
Don't you see, and then I sealed it.
I just rode past a dusty nigga from the hood. That's a super predator in the future. Hustler nickel and dime ain't making no real money. Broke, bummy as hell,
so,
but nickel and dime every day.
only got a couple more
Look,
things.
getting proper employment, legal
When you
employment,
guys went out
ain't give it
to go out and see what's
mine
going
at
on,
all. Zero.
who took the brass knuckles?
He gonna nickel and
About
dime
Snuffles.
until he goes.
I'm not sure if I had some
Just, if
or
he
not, but I
actually
remember I
tallied
did
up
have some
the
in
money
my
he made in
pocket
1
that I
month,
kept on me.
which ain't shit.
I might
And then
have
thought
found
about working at a job, 40 hours, 18 hours an hour.
They were like
You'll
kind
see
of
that
black and they had schools.
consistent income.
I know there's a
Not
cool
only
pair,
more,
it's a one with
but more
schools on it. I have
guaranteed.
the one with schools on me at all
He got
times.
high,
So there's
turn your
another pair out
back,
there
nothing.
then?
Yeah,
This
those
one doesn't have a knife on it?
Stupid niggas like him
Not
won't get
the
into
ones
it, get
that
a
we
20 year
have.
sentence. When he get out, all of
But
a
I've
sudden,
seen one with the knife on it. It's brass knuckles with knife, but not the one at our house.
So now,
It's
right
one
now,
of
it's
my
just
friends.
like, what the fuck is it? What's the word?
But we do have a gold pair and then a black.
Nigga shit, zero.
Okay, so you may have
Zero
had
life
the
is
brass knuckles.
equivalent to a
Yes, sir,
non-person.
but I didn't have
20 on
them
living.
like out. I had them in my pocket, maybe. But that's how I walked around like that, just in case anybody came in the house or something like that.
Alright, so, you guys hear the shot, you run outside,
Mm-hmm.
and Gavin's running up.
Mm-hmm.
Who's wearing the black ski mask or whatever? Who has a black ski mask over it?
I had a jacket on, I had a black jacket on, but Gavin didn't have a ski mask, and I
Okay,
don't
so
think.
This is kind of one of like those,
implications
like little nylon things, little stretchy things that you can hide your
These some
face with.
stupid fucking non-black people. Is it?
I'm
God
not sure.
dang.
Maybe Zach had one
They ain't
on,
running stop sign.
but I ran out there in the hoodie.
You ran out there?
I think Zach had a bandana on. I don't think it was a mask. I think it was a bandana. I'm not sure.
Was that something that
It's a laugh and a smile, a day not to miss.
Werther's Original
Yeah,
Caramels. For
I'm
a
almost
taste
home. I
that
got
makes
one more
you
light
feel like
that
someone
I
very
can stop
special.
the commercial. But yeah, nutritional stores are
put
popping
in the
up
bag because we didn't find it at the house?
everywhere. Nutritional stores get that money from these pseudo-ass,
It could have been shit.
alternative
In
medicine
the black
crazy
bag
folks.
you took out?
No, sir. I didn't take the black bag out. I took Haley's bag out.
non-regulated
It wasn't in Haley's bag, and it wasn't anywhere in the house.
Or alternative
That's all I was wondering.
herbs.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
It might be in my stuff. In my dirty laundry.
We
or
here, we
something.
home.
Where's
At
that
my laundry.
Got my cookies.
It's like a
It's
white
gonna be
basket.
cookie morning,
with my
cookie
clothes on.
brunch.
Okay, it wasn't.
Cookies
in
and
there.
milk brunch.
Anyways, so whoever was in a ski mask, somebody come back in. All three of you come back in. Just correct me whenever I'm wrong.
Mhm.
You and Zach go into Grandma and Grandpa's room
Mhm.
and want to ride over to Gavin's house. All three of you.
No, sir. I mean, that's kind of what happened, but it was more of Gavin and Zach. Gavin was in the kitchen, Zach went in there, and then I was in the living room with my girlfriend. They started arguing. I walked in there. Gavin, Zach opened the door, threw the purse, and said, go, or something like that. It was like car keys, and her car was like, leave. And I grabbed the purse from the ground, set it on the counter, and busted in the room and broke them. That's what happened. I didn't go in there with Zach initially. I heard him fighting, and then I interfered. I went in there.
Yeah. And
Black
hey,
folks in
you're
this
checking on
country, we
stuff. You
see
sure
progress when we stop laughing
there
at
wasn't a
stupid niggas
situation
in our
where
society.
Gavin gave you the gun,
No, sir.
and then you took the gun
No, sir.
and put it in the backpack
No, sir.
and ran out the back gate, and then didn't come back with the backpack?
No, sir.
You're telling me that didn't happen?
No, sir.
That, what is that, M&P, that 9mm right there he's holding?
I don't think that's a real gun, sir. I know that one right there, that's a CO2 pistol, and it should be still at the house. That's a CO2 pistol. That is, I think, a 380, and I think that's legal too. Those two are legal. Those are his grandparents, actually. I think those are really, that's a 22, that's a 380. Those are legal. That's a CO2 gun. I think that's an airsoft, and I think that's a CO2 gun, but I'm not 100% sure, sir.
That looks like a Taurus 40 count to me.
No, I think that's a CO2 gun, sir.
Well, that looks more like a Taurus 40 caliber PT 940 to me.
I mean, what you guys doing, man?
What do you mean, sir?
What, I mean, why choose this lifestyle?
Like, to be honest with you, sir, I'm not trying to get in any trouble. That's why
So why does lying have anything to do with it?
lying when you mention
We got the bag, it's right where she said it was,
Next to the pink,
marked, just like
whatever
I
mark with
said.
the pink, what is it?
It's got the brass
Is
knuckles.
that
It's
tank
got-
topple or what?
Yeah, it's got the brass knuckles, it's got the mask in it. It's got both guns, they're the same guns that are shown in the photo that these guys are posing with. So they're starting working for DNA right now.
Is that what my text message was?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to get my undivided attention right here.
You know, anything else from me right now?
No, I think we're good.
Okay.
Look,
Look at that.
what that girl,
What's Mark?
that's
We're
crazy.
back. We're back. We're back.
Oh my God.
Back home. Got my cookies and milk.
That's why I don't understand why you're sitting here protecting people, man, and.
I mean, I was just trying to help my friend. I was just trying to help my friend from getting in trouble.
Well,
Now, let's pause that one. Let's go here. Dig.
A restaurant after police surveillance video of one of those victims. This is surveillance video of one of those victims. Just 13 years stumbling into a restaurant after police say he was shot. We're freezing part of the video here because
This bum nigga shot and he ran to a restaurant. Everybody like, yo, don't come, look how narrow that damn, that walkway is, you dig? Yeah, bring your bum ass with us, nigga. You out there beefing, talking shit on social media, and you gonna run your coward ass in the store so we could get shot because they trying to kill your stupid ass. You bum fucking super predator. Keep your ass on the streets, nigga, finish it. This nigga gonna jeopardize everybody. Imagine you got a kid in there, your grandmother in there, your wife in there, you just got married, you've been long-term marriage. Your husband in there working after a hard day of work, gonna grab some pizza, some bum ass nigga like him running there, threatening to get everybody shot. Just stupid ass on the streets where you belong.
it's just too difficult to watch.
What's going on with it today, Rizzle fam? We got a new story for y'all, and this one's coming out of New York City, starring D-Thang Jeezy. For those of you who don't know him just yet, D-Thang Jeezy is a drill rapper coming out of the Bronx. His real name is Dante Banks Jr.
He just an innocent baby.
While he might not be the biggest dude in the rap game,
This nigga right here, man. This piece of shit nigga right here. Doing drill rap in the Bronx, right? So that's what he's talking about. This nigga was blowing up. I told you, and look, in his interview, he did an interview. I told you guys, these guys don't plan to be rappers. They just use hip hop. They use rap as an instrument to spread their message to each other and diss their ops. So it's really like just gang shit. their music is really for gang ears, the ops ears and their own ears. That's it. Or even other gangs that want to know what's going on in that area. It's not for the public. So when they catch a deal or get some type of fame, notoriety, it's unexpected. So in his interview, he said that. He said, yeah, my man said he never wanted to be a rapper. He said the only rap music he ever listened to growing up was his boys. So he didn't even listen to like the hottest out there right now. Big, he didn't know who those people were. And then he said before he started rapping, it's been like in a year's time, he got 1 million views because of drill rap, bragging about killing motherfuckers, and niggas like to hear that shit. And so everything was a shock to him. I got to play that interview. It's unbelievable. None of this shit was expected. He did not expect fame from dissing his ops and rapping about his gang culture. He didn't expect millions of views and a potential deal. But don't worry, less than a year, this motherfucker is indicted in a New York style type of RICO. Okay, so you'll listen to it, you'll learn about it right now.
Game. He is one of the biggest in his scene, and for someone born in 2002, that's real impressive. The dude managed to get millions of views on YouTube since his career started popping off. But recently, he hit a bit of a roadblock. See, D-Thing ended up getting brought in on a huge indictment that included him and around 33 other gangsters from his surrounding hoods. So let's dig in and see what's really going on here. The dude was in the fast lane of fame despite the fact that he only started dropping music back in 2020. That's like 2 years ago, man. And after that, he went viral and was on the brink of crossing over into the mainstream. With this indictment, though, it's unlikely he'll ever see the superstardom he dreamed of. So what's he accused of? What gang is he from? What's his story? See, back on May 20.
So when you asked about, oh, they're a millionaire, why they didn't get out the streets? That's because they never wanted to be a millionaire. That wasn't in their scope. They like drilling on niggas, on each other. So when they get some fame and some riches like Young Thug, they don't want a regular life. That shit is like foreign to them. You got to go back to the streets and get involved with street activity. And they think because they ain't the one who's pulling the trigger or selling the drugs or directly caught on camera, they think like their alibi is tight. No, nigga, you get tied. You get charged with RICO and conspiracy. Fool.
24th, the NYPD put out a huge indictment with a whopping 65 charges. Now, D-Thang GZ belongs to a gang called RPT, which is an acronym for River Park Towers, and they've been wrapped up in tons of different legal issues throughout the past few years. Back in 2020, a good few of their members ended up being indicted in the passing away of a rival op. Last year, they jumped a crip at Rikers Island. As you could tell, all of this makes their current situation a lot more complicated. In fact, there was another giant investigation that was carried out in 2014. This BG set was put under the microscope by the NYPD, and they got a good few guys. It was a major blow to RPT and all their affiliated sets. That being said, they couldn't make a big charge stick to take everyone down. The investigation found that RPT had been pushing a variety of substances since around 2010, and they also alleged that the gang would engage in robbery and various activities to make sure people knew not to mess with them. At the time, the leader of the gang was allegedly a dude by the name of Tyrone Felder, who went by the name Meme. Back in 2014, he was arrested along with 2 other people by the names Jamal Walker and Tommy Smalls. The Manhattan U.S. Attorney's Office said that they got together to carjack a cab driver. The NYPD released a statement on the whole thing, explaining more about the alleged gang activity. They said these individuals conducted their illegal operation inside of a River Park Towers development, causing alarm to the law-abiding residents that
You see what they were doing? Causing alarm to the law-abiding residents that lived in the area. These are super predators. They're terrorizing their neighborhood. Residents are complaining, begging law enforcement to do something about these fucking piece of shits. So if they get shot down, nobody gives a fuck. They get drugs planted on them, they get their rights violated, who gives a fuck? They're like, yo, man, that shit even Steven.
live in the area. Thanks to the investigators and prosecutors who built and investigated this case, the message is clear. The NYPD will continue to target gangs who threaten the—
Target gangs, isn't that what Hillary Clinton said many years later or before? They're targeting gangs. They are the most disrespectful, corrupt, violent people in Black society. It ain't white nationalists, white racist gangs or groups. It's Black gangs who torment, burglarize, all the crime. damn near all of it comes from black gangs in black society. So yes, they're gonna target gangs, PGH, big dog. Yo, they ain't targeting, they targeting the niggas who got the guns, fool. So yes, the hot zone is gonna be in gangland. Like, let's stop being retarded. But we can't. Like, we are committed to black algae, and that's it. That's why the message is not for those. The messages are for those who are on the fence or not tied to black algae at all. That's what these lives are for. It ain't for the black algae. Ain't no confusing. Ain't no convincing them. And you can't confuse them. They're already where they are. But something got to be done. It's a white guy talking about the gangs that the residents are complaining about, bringing to the attention of the, elected officials and whoever else, city council members. So keep that in mind. They're terrorizing black people. These black piece of shit gangs are terrorizing black people, not white, Hispanic, and somebody else. They're terrorizing black people. Listen, I'm not done.
The safety and well-being of all New Yorkers. The apartment complex that RPT is from, River Park Towers, has security guards who do their best to make sure nobody was participating in anything illegal.
So your uncle, your father, your brother, your husband, your boyfriend, your baby daddy, he does the right thing. He gets employed by, some security agency to do security, to secure black people from black people. And look what happens to your brother, uncle, best friend, gym mate, husband, baby daddy, boyfriend. Look what happens to these niggas
on the premises. Unfortunately, they aren't very effective. There have been numerous scraps between the security guards and the RPT gang members. During one incident back in 2014, an entire brawl broke out, leading to one member of RPT pulling a weapon on the security team. In 2020,
so the security job is only there because these piece of shit little boys are there. That's why they're even there. They won't need so many. They're there to protect, because you guys say police officers ain't shit, right? But don't forget, y'all from the South, the Midwest. You don't know shit about police officers up north, but you're learning about them from the videos. Y'all look dumb, don't you? But anyway, as you can see, they don't got police officers. They got a security agency. Okay, because police officers have shot these dudes in the face, possibly, or potentially. And they fighting with the security team and pulling guns out of them. Anybody can get it as far as these piece of shit gangs go.
2021, we have the first major case that D-Thang GZ was involved in. D-Thang and his homies were driving around in a car when they were stopped by the police. After the police started searching their car.
That's right, stop and frisk those fucking thugs. Good job, police officers, good job. Stop them niggas before they did something. They was trying to rob or kill somebody, and they stopped the little, I hope they racial profile them fucking nuts and stopped them. What they do?
They ended up finding a weapon with the serial number scratched off. I don't know.
So what were they doing?
I don't know if y'all know, but that's like hugely illegal. He got a second-degree charge and then was sent off to do some time on Rikers Island. D-Thang did a bit of time, but nothing crazy, and continued on with his career. D-Thang's cousin, K-Flock, reps a set called Sevside, making them ops despite their blood relation. They're also rival rappers. The two of them had thrown disses back and forth.
And gangs cause the biggest division amongst black people. Okay? Gangs. Two cousins. First cousins. Beefing because one lives in a different area and their gang isn't cool with this gang right here. So now they're trying to kill each other, all because of the gang. Nothing else, nothing personal.
Forth on social media, but unfortunately, it wouldn't stop there. In 2021, Tyquil Doherty was taken out. He was allegedly a member of the gang Money Murder. A family friend gave a statement.
Sex Money Murder was the gang. Now, that's some New York shit. Now, watch how many people die when one person gets shot. Look, it's a never-ending cycle. But that's street justice. Some of y'all like street justice. Well, here you go.
And shortly after everything went down, saying, I was at work and my daughter started screaming and my son started screaming and they found him out here. He was a sweetheart. He loved kids. He was always smiling. He was an up-and-coming musician. He was like a son to me, always in my...
And that's the other problem. But y'all want white society to hold those mass killers accountable. But we won't do it with ours. This super predator is out there in a gang. They know, come on. We all are from cities. Like the grown folks know which kids are fucked up, which kids are on their way, and which kids are not nowhere near this shit. You dig? Come on, stop it. But This lady, oh, he's like a son to me. He asked me how I was doing, like all this personal, emotional, anecdotal bullshit. But she know goddamn well this nigga's out there with every rotten fucking apple and committing all type of crimes. But because he was nice to her, he's an angel.
My loved kid started screaming and my son started screaming and they found him out here. He was a sweetheart. He loved kids. He was always smiling. He was an up-and-coming musician. He was like a son to me. Always in my house, always checking to see, hey Ma, what's going on? Do you need anything? Shortly after all that, the other side got their revenge when 13-year-old Jerian Elliott passed away. Despite his young age, he claimed Rolling 80's Crip affiliation and had already been arrested 8 times.
You know,
One day,
I peep my man in the back dribbling the ball. This nigga booty as hell. Look at my man.
he claimed Rolling 80's Crip affiliation and had already been arrested 8 times. One day,
that nigga straight booty.
he claimed Rolling 80's Crip affiliate. 13-year-old Jerian Elliott passed away. Despite his young age,
Look at this shit. Look at this shit. All angels go to heaven. This nigga repping gang life, but he's an angel. A violent gang. He's representing, steppers, drillers, gang life. Walk up on a nigga, broad daylight, witnesses around, don't give a fuck. Everybody can get hit by the straight bullet, don't care. That's the life they represent. But this nigga's an angel somehow. But that's religion bullshit.
the other side got their revenge when 13-year-old Jerian Elliott passed away. Despite his young age, he claimed Rolling 80's Crip affiliation and had already been arrested 8 times. One day while he was walking, a black car pulled up next to them.
This 13-year-old that they said was an angel was not only gang related, but he was arrested 8 times. But this is a little angel though. Like, when are these niggas devils? When are they terrorists? When are they who everybody know they are to be? Super predators, gangs, thugs, where the fuck man you got for them? When are they just that and nothing else? Why are they angels? Look at this shit. 8 times arrested.
On the road had already passed away. Shortly after all that, the other side got their revenge when 13-year-old Jerian Elliott passed away. Despite his young age, he claimed Rolling 80's Crip affiliation and had already been arrested 8 times. One day while he was walking, a black car pulled up next to them on the road.
8 times, 13 years old, but this nigga's an angel. Fuck out of here.
And a masked attacker started popping off shots. He was driven to the hospital in an attempt to save his life, but unfortunately, he didn't make it. That same day, a 16-year-old YGZ member, Ragiz, mocked Jerian on social media and pretty much immediately got it. 2 people ran up on him at once and took him out. Later on,
this is street justice. Some of y'all niggas like this chaotic shit. They want to know this primitive barbarianism, caveman shit. But nobody want law and order.
D-Thing and his rival K-Flock got hit with some...
Wait a minute. I seen that.
Got it. 2 people ran up on him at once and took him out. Later on, D-Thing...
Yeah, and I ain't trying to make this that, but she is kind of thick.
And his rival K-Flock got hit with some big charges. Flock got hit with a charge, came out. Later on, D-Thing and his rival K-Flock...
That police officer got a camera in her hand. Yes, it's a nice camera in her hand. Nice camera.
Got hit with some big charges. Flock got hit with a charge for taking the life of a guy named Oscar Hernandez. D-Thing got hit with a weapons charge. While both of them could reasonably get off on these charges, the whole conspiracy thing throws a huge wrench into the equation. If they
This is what happens when you win a gang. A regular offense, a regular charge ain't a charge no more. They're gonna associate with all the shit y'all all do as a collective. This is the real we. We gotta, well, this is the real we. This conspiracy RICO shit. That's a real we.
get convicted on that charge, it's likely that the whole of both squads are going down for life. Weirdly enough, the huge charge the RPT gang is facing actually isn't a RICO charge. Usually the feds would come in and hit a big squad like this with a whole racketeering indictment. Instead, the state is pursuing the whole thing as a conspiracy charge. At the moment, there's really no explanation for why they aren't going for the RICO charge. That being said, there's already a super high-profile RICO case going on in Atlanta. Maybe that has something to do with it. You might think it's good news for the New York dudes that are getting hit with a RICO.
Maybe because it ain't 10 years old. Remember, RICO got to be doing that shit for 10 years. And they probably felt under 10 years, but they're so violent that the state can't wait for the feds requirements, right? 10 years. They're like, yeah, nah, these niggas too violent. We gotta get them off the streets now. Let's do conspiracy.
Right? Well, not exactly. The conspiracy charges that were thrown at D-Thang GZ and others basically function pretty similarly to a RICO charge. It means that if the conspiracy charge goes through and one of them is guilty on taking out an op, the whole gang can go down because they all helped to make it happen. Also in the indictment, there's a charge of harming an animal. See, some members of RPT were on a live stream when they found a pigeon. They basically implied that the pigeon represented one of their ops. They said that if they could get 100...
Look at all these niggas, yo. It's like 40 to 50 these dudes. This ain't no regular, block, street gang, 10, 15, 8 at any time. This is 30, 40, like damn near all the youth, or at least a large majority of the youth in that apartment rise.
Reviews on live, they'd kill the pigeon, and they did, with a cane. This one is technically just a misdemeanor, but still pretty awful to know that.
So they killed the pigeon with a cane. Now, y'all all know how serial killers start. They say the first signs of a serial killer, he goes and killing a cat, a dog, squirrel, raccoon, just to see death, just to get power of taking life. And then it goes to something more aggressive. So these guys are serial killers, man.
This happen. Some people might not care, some people might care about the pigeon more than they do the RPT ops. Either way, it's pretty messed up. Now, one thing here that's just a little bit embarrassing real quick. According to the indictment, there were over 30 times when the RPT gang sold to undercover police officers.
So these little boys are too stupid. They so stupid. They sold to undercover cops more than 30 times. These stupid little niggas, man.
It would almost be funny if not for the fact, like, if they sold to 30 undercover cops, how many regular people did they sell harmful substance to? As of now,
Right. So it looked like the residence was protected because they were too busy selling to undercover cops that nobody who actually needed the drug got it. You dig? So the streets was cleaned that way.
now there's no way to know how the trial will go. We'll continue to cover the story as it develops, though. But what do y'all think?
Nigga right there. Now, had a promising drilling street gang shit career. That nigga ain't never come out of jail again, potentially. You dig? Anyway, so this is USAR. Now, it didn't dawn on me yesterday, or even before, that USAR, when the Moors say United States of America Republic, that they were talking to a specific Moors group. I thought that's something that all these crazy niggas represented. I'm talking about the traveling Moors. I thought they all was USAR. But nah, this is a particular Moors group, USAR. This is the real flag, though. That's the real flag right there. You see the one on the right side? That's the real flag, not the shit they got on their website trying to be politically correct. So this is on their website right here. But you see what flag really belongs to, that Confederate flag. All right, so these guys are in Illinois. Oh, anybody surprised? Now they got a president. they got President Cannon Bay. They are so obsessed with government. Look, usargov.us. Like in their minds, they are really a branch of government. Yeah, Chicago starting to be like Florida, man. Just a bunch of crazy nuts. Shit. Go back. How do I go back? There we go. Okay. Order certified cops. Order. Oh shit, they got a constitution. Oh my god. You got to order it though. Reestablished April 14th, 2015. Look at the water back there. Okay. So this is this is what they hand to the police officers. It's $25. But this is why they be mad as hell when cops don't respect them. Yeah, I didn't kicked out. Now, mind you, these guys, half of them don't even work. So $25 means everything to them. And it's signed by, they got a Secretary of State, yeah. I Ross Woody Jr. Bay, United States of America Republic, Secretary of State, hereby certified that the attached Constitution is a true and correct copy of the original Constitution as established by the United States of America Republic. National government. National? Wow. Shit. I bet you that they don't even know that each state has its own government. And that state government is not national. But these niggas gonna be national. The request for this certification, accompanied by the fees prescribed by law, certifies said document conforms to the laws prescribed and enforced by the United States of America Republic. Now, therefore, with this document, I certify that the said transaction statement shall become effective immediately upon this date of Friday, the 14th day of April in the year of 2017. The witness whereof I have caused to be affixed my signature and the seal of the United States of America Republic Secretary of State in the province of Missouri on 14th April 2017. There you go. Ross Woody Bay. They got executive orders too? Oh my God, what the hell? What can they execute without a police force? Utility nationalization, conflict of nationality, policy, seat level position, decolonization, repatriation is a baptism, rebirth, unlawful vaccine man. Oh my God. All right. What is their public laws? Oh, I want to see this Treaty of Peace Friendship. I'm gonna see if they lie and say that they had diplomatic immunity. All right. Public laws. Pursuant to United States of America Republic Constitution, Amendment 19, Section 2, Clause 2. Oh yeah, they got their own little fake constitution. That shit crazy. They got their own amendment, Section 2, Clause 2. That is. The United States of America Republic shall make all laws which shall be necessary and proper for carrying into execution the foregoing powers and all other powers vested by this Constitution in the government of the United States of America Republic or any department or officer thereof. Establish laws adopting a specialized land court, establish provinces, vital records, adoption of some bullshit religious freedom restoration act. You saw Attorney General. Oh my God, this is a bunch of just goof. Like some nigga was just really bored. Some conscious niggas really bored as hell, and just establish laws adopting uniform commercial UCC. Oh my God. Establish a Moorish Marshall's Vicegerent Bureau, Holy Quran. And this, oh my God, they brought Bible back to the goddamn Constitution. Oh my God. Look at this shit long as hell, yo. I'm not reading all this stupid shit. Yo, they really had time. I'm not reading. Look at this shit they gotta read. Oh my God. Yo, these people are the most bored Black folks in the world. Definitely United States. What the? All right. Now, what's this peace treaty about? Boy, declare that both parties agree that this treaty consists, articles should be to this book. Shall be at war with any nation. Yeah, you can't, yeah, why I can't see the rest of the document? We try to make this small. There we go. Okay. So if we make it smaller. Look at this goofy shit. Okay, if either of the parties shall be at war with any nation, whatever. What's that? Whatsoever or whatever. Look at this shit right here. You can tell a nigga type this shit. With any nation whatsoever, and take a prize belonging to that nation, and there shall be found on board subjects or effects belonging to either of the parties. The subject shall be, I ain't reading that dumb shit. To meet at sea. They got no boat. They got no boat to meet at sea. These people are really bored, man. God damn, no wonder they fight for this dumb shit. Look at all the shit they gotta believe in. God damn, this shit more than the Nation of Islam. More than the Bible, more than the Quran. God damn. All right, so this website is not for Moorish American people to learn the history or about Noble Drew Ali or the Moorish Science Temple of America. This is a government website for the Moorish American people who wish to have their political rights and freedom. Oh my God. What's a fez? Don't care. Don't know, don't care. Don't know, don't care. All right. What about more? More what? Oh shit. Yeah. Oh, vehicle code. Oh shit. They got a vehicle code. Yeah, they got their own codes, yo. Section 1 through 100. 100? Wow. Yo, look at this shit. They got. Yo, these people are, yo, ain't no convincing them. All that police, yo, if the police forces have known about this shit right here, they would start giving them breaks and write them all tickets. Because those officers think he's gonna get it one day. Nah. Look at this shit. That's why I say USAR is the most violent and dangerous Moorish group in America. What y'all think? Yo, that's a lot of shit, yo.
Ticket. They gon' dismiss it. We ain't even tripping. See, when you educated, you don't argue with the police. Handle it. They gon'
knows he's in some trouble right now.
He gonna probably write me a ticket. They gon' dismiss it. We ain't even tripping. See, when you educated, you don't argue with the police. Handle it in court. Why is USAR winning in court, y'all? Why is we winning?
Oh, he's what USAR. You heard him. Why are we winning in court? I guess he's their leader, their president, whatever. Why are they winning in court? I'm not winning in court.
Y'all say we God's people. Y'all say God got us, and we the chosen ones. We the melanated ones. We taught the Europeans everything. But then why the fuck we ain't winning?
Yeah,
Stop playing, man. Like, come on, is we gods or slaves? Which one is it?
Slaves,
We God.
because if you were a god, you wouldn't even be pulled over. Like your license plate would be recognized as USAR Gov, and you know, let your ass go.
We melanated. We got all these special fucking powers.
Yeah, but that's black algae. You got no special powers. You were enslaved. All those special powers got your ass enslaved by people who don't have special powers. Like, stop it, man.
But ain't shit moving. Like, come on, man. You saw moving.
Yeah, that shit moving right to prison. Look, let me show you where you saw moving to. Okay. Let me show you where you saw moving to. These crazy niggas. Moorish American governor. Oh, I know he ain't got a fake. Oh my.
Let this sweet mineral melt in your mouth to rebuild your gums and teeth while you sleep. And say goodbye to the dentist forever.
And that uncooperation continued today from the start of this hearing. The defendants in the Rise of the Moor movement posted numerous objections, including the names listed on the court documents listing their charges. Now, the 3 men appearing in court today are among the 8 recently indicted.
Where are they moving to?
On various state firearms charges. The men have refused lawyers and are defending themselves with arguments such as that they are descendants of a mythic Moroccan nation that once covered much of the planet, including America. Prosecutors played.
Oh, that's why they think they're the Native Americans. Okay. So, wow, yo, like how they squeeze that shit in history? How they squeeze that? How they revise that into history? So they, wow.
Video of that standoff on Route 128.
So then they're not only sovereign in America, they're sovereign in every country. So why do you just want to talk about America? Like they're sovereign in Russia, Japan, North Korea. Yeah, go try that shit in North Korea or Russia before this war. Go try that shit in Iraq, Iran, Cuba.
Including body camera video in which they say the men can be heard talking about designating one of themselves as a sniper and loading a round into a weapon.
Summarizes his review of the videos on Exhibit 3, including statements by Mr. Latimer, including if they start walking toward us, spread out, they're acting funny and they're moving funny. Where's your arm at? You're a sniper, so go get your sniper and go to the front of the van.
Bye-bye.
First of all, some of the supporters actually attended the hearings today via video conference, and they repeatedly interrupted the proceedings, sometimes actually insulting the judge. Now, the ones who were outside, they were much more polite, and they tried to shed some light on what this group believes. The defendants arrived at the courthouse in 2 separate convoys and under heavy security. Dozens of state troopers stood guard, and a police dog sniffed the grounds.
I'm from Earth, and I live in my body.
There's some stupid, retarded niggas. I'm from Earth, and I live in my body.
Stood guard, and a police dog sniffed the grounds.
I'm from Earth, and I live in my body.
Friends, family, and fellow members of the group Rise of the Moors filed into the courthouse and said last weekend's hours-long armed standoff
on I. Numbskull sisters to join them. Yeah, I told you, out of all the blackology groups, the black supremacist groups, the black identity extremists, the Moors have the most women. Oh no, it's out of them in that Panther shit, the militia stuff.
1995 was nothing more than a miscommunication and overreaction by police.
Obviously, that's what it is when you're in a place where there's no crime and police need something to do. You know what I mean? I don't want to take cats out of the trees for the rest of my life, so if I get something exciting, I'm going to run over there and blow it out of proportion.
State law says anyone transporting firearms through Massachusetts without a local firearms license must keep them unloaded, locked, and in a vehicle trunk.
You guys don't agree with.
Supporters of the men reject that.
These men did nothing illegal. There's something called the Second Amendment. You have the right to bear arms. You have the right to have a militia.
One man described Rise of the Moors as a civic organization that teaches about nationality, law, and history. That member was also wearing a swastika around his neck. Nationality, law, and history. That member was also wearing a swastika around his neck, which he insisted had nothing to do with Nazism.
It's an astrological symbol, stand for the 4 points, the 4 cardinal points, you know, the 4 elements, and also as you look at it, it has 4 sevens around it. Which 4 times 7 is 28, and 28 represents, you know, the moon cycle woman.
Now, one man who described himself as a family friend of several defendants said they don't seem to understand what is in their best interest. This man, again, a friend of the families, said that if they had been more cooperative with the judge today, they'd probably be free tonight. Live in Medford, David Beanick, WCVB.
So that's where they're going to be moving to.
You saw moving.
I'm sovereign in the UK. Stop this from the street.
They probably gonna write me a ticket or something, shout them. And then y'all, so the haters, bro, I don't even, bro. This shit can go a couple of ways. What are you
Yo,
folks who
yo,
take me to
what's that
jail?
called?
Then y'all
Damn. All the continents were one. What's that called? Something Gia. It'll hit me. Yeah, that's when they were here.
gonna be like, oh, look at that, he went to jail. Look at him. Look at him. He went to jail. Look at him. See, the USAR shit ain't real. But get what, though? Then I get out in a couple of hours and see, but you still went to jail. You can't
Nigga, you
plead
went to
these
jail.
folks,
Who wants to
Shawty.
go to jail?
You can't plead these folks, bro. We ain't even. Like, you think I care about going to jail for this petty
I do.
ass shit? Or what? You know, bro.
I'm exercising real freedom. You're not, but you're the freedom fighter.
But then when I got, man, I don't even want to talk about that other case. I walked out of
God damn, my boy, that shit ain't working. Yo, your critics were right.
jail from in 3-4 hours. The DA called my wife and apologized. Like that. Why I ain't even
Stop
study
lying. Because if they did that, then you are qualified for some type of compensation, right? You can actually sue. So stop lying.
because I got the DA. Like, y'all playing, bro. Y'all playing. Who fuck? I don't give a fuck about what the police talking about. When you fuck with the DA, man, stop playing, man. That's the district attorney, if you ain't know. Like,
Yeah,
stop
so how come
playing,
that
man.
DA can't advise those police officers to stop messing with y'all? How come he don't do that for you? Or she?
Really on some mod shit. Y'all be
Grammarly helps you work more efficiently, which makes accomplishing your work goals easier. Get full sentence rewrite suggestions so you can say what you mean faster.
these folk done downgraded the prophet like the prophet went with the man, fucking with the mobsters and the politicians and the gangsters and, you know what I'm saying, Southside Chicago, man. Stop playing 1900s, man. Man wasn't playing, man. I got the prophet looking like he was just on some sucker shit.
Who that guy?
I'm ready for these folk to let me go on about my business. Now this shit taking too long. See, the shit ain't even fun when your time, my
Yeah, that's why
time,
we don't
money,
get arrested.
my
Exactly.
time,
Now you're seeing why people think you're wrong and always losing, because we don't got to go through that where we're losing time and money. You do. So according to your own admission, you're losing. You're losing time and money. You don't want to lose that.
my time with my children valuable, man. These folk wasting my time now for real. And yeah, I did have my blunt lit, man. Fucking the whole nigga swag up, man. It's chilly as fuck out here too. We in the desert.
Why don't you keep smoking?
I go tell them folk, I'm glad they got pulled over.
And what happens to calling your government when you get locked, when you get pulled over during a traffic stop? I thought you said y'all are instructed to call y'all government. That's because you out there at 3 a.m. on some illegal shit, probably stealing from cars, and your governor, president, whoever they are, state secretary is going to say, "Why are you out there at 3 a.m.? I told you stop stealing cars."
With the USAR driver license. Pulled on and get you $1. It's fire, bro. Shit for me, man. In the palm of my motherfucking hand, I got say no sovereign citizen shit, bro. You ain't heard me say I'm a Moor. You ain't heard me say shit, bro. Y'all just seen me get these folks a driver license, bro.
Excuse me, sir, but what you gave those officers is not a driver's license.
They about to book you, family. Didn't I just say this, shawty? Oh my God.
Live with this traffic stop. Oh my God.
Praise Allah in the spirit of Allah that flowed through Marvin Smith, because he just proved what I just said. Marvin jumped on late. I just said, y'all, that the haters gonna say if I get locked up, Bro, that shit is amazing, bro. That shit is amazing, Marvin Smith. You don't even understand what you just did, bro. You gonna have to watch this from the beginning, bro. You came on here and brought the negativity and fell right into a hater's position. Oh, cause you scared of the police, cause you ain't never been a real street nigga. You been scared of them all your life anyway.
So now it's about being a real street nigga, which is a super predator. Okay. And that's the standard for black men in these urban societies. The street nigga, a real street nigga. Okay. Which is a bum. Which is a low life bum.
See, man, I don't want to get disrespectful. Praise God. Don't get disrespectful. Yeah, I ain't got to. All I gotta do is show God his work, cause watch the video from the beginning, fam. Hater and these. And the DA, come on, like I said. Marvin Smith don't understand how you saw moving, shouting. We don't argue with the police. The battle's in the court.
Why you whispering that?
The law is on my side. You are fearful, Marvin Smith. You just a lame. You a dork, and that's as far as I'm gonna go with the disrespect. You're a dork. You was a dork before Moor Science. You a dork right now, and that's why you need the temple for your validation. You don't really got what real street niggas already got. And then
what do real street niggas actually got? They got a charge, they got an indictment. What else? Come on, man.
When a real street nigga get conscious, then we know the law. Like, don't be mad at you, sir, bro. And you a hater because you looking at this situation different than anybody else getting pulled over. You ain't even saying, why did they even pull me over? Like, bro, this ain't even no real situation, because I'm a real ex-street nigga who used to have to trap and really have dope and working pistols on him at all times.
That's a real street nigga. He just said it. He just said black strong men like myself aren't real street niggas. And he just defined what a real street nigga is. Somebody who had to trap dope, carry guns. Go ahead. Tell us again what a real street nigga is.
Who used to have to trap and really in no real situation, because I'm a real ex-street nigga who used to have to trap and really have dope and working pistols on him at all times. I'm legit. My family, I
So is that a rites of passage amongst black men to be a real street nigga? So you got to be a real street nigga to understand what's going on in the world, in today's society. You got to be in a trap house, holding guns, selling cocaine, crack. Yo, but listen, y'all gotta listen. Yeah, this is always the context of a street nigga.
Crib, because I'm a homebody. My family, I pulled up at the crib because I'm a homebody father now. So the lifestyle, bro, I'm so blessed that even the lifestyle change, these folks can't fuck with me, bro. So stop with your hating ass comments, bro. Like, go run tell you sorry. Then look, bro. Marvin, you're a dork. Marvin, you a dork. We don't even use that language. I like that language. You're a dork.
Marvin ain't pulled over.
But you're a dork. A dork in affairs, boy. Y'all niggas be tripping me out, bro.
Hey, yo, they got my man sitting there for 20 minutes. Y'all, what kind of police stop is that?
But yeah, man, like I said, family, Marvin Smith want to see me book. How many of y'all want to see me book, man? Give me a thumbs up, man. You want to see me get locked up? That's what you want to see, Marvin. Send a heart if you want to see it. If you believe you sorry. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna walk away from this situation. I said, yeah. So I don't care. I just want, hey, how y'all feeling? I know what's gonna happen, but I already spoke on this. On a more serious note, though, serious. This is a teaching lesson. So, like I said, I've been arrested out here in the state of Nevada for major felonies, right? And I'm not proud of that. I was trapping, you know what I'm saying?
Like he was trapping, so I guess because I've never trapped before. I mean, but why would I want to be a real street nigga then? Like, I made smart decisions to not ever have to be a street nigga, because people, black men who've never been a street nigga, we look at street niggas as the low lives of our society. it's like how low can you go? Like that's like going low. Like I just can't go that low to be a street nigga. And to be a real street nigga, I definitely can't double down, go that goddamn low. Yes, I couldn't stoop that low to be a real street nigga, to rob and sell drugs, poison my own people, carry guns, ready to kill off my own people, slow down the birth rate. Nah, I couldn't be one of them niggas. Sorry. Nope, not a real street nigga. Sorry.
Still had the old lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Get to yourself, you know, shit, try to hide the work, them folks had us in credentials. I call my consulate. So boom, it's not that we got a consulate, but as the national government, boom, President C. Cannon Bay and my Secretary of State, boom, you know, they were notified, boom. The DA called my wife, apologized.
Right now, the police officer is with his sergeant, whoever, like, yo, what do we feel like towing this nigga car, locking him up, this paperwork, we're about to get off, we want to go home, it's late in the morning, I got time for this, I don't want overtime, you know, today.
Apologize, it is on the face, get what, family, underrated patriarch, I shout out that, I sense that love. It's healing time, gotta get these thugs out of the streets. Yeah, this nigga, I don't know what he talking about. Yeah, Marvin Smith, he pushes the temple. You ain't nothing wrong with the temple, but it's just different. I'm definitely safe, bro. I ain't nothing all stupid with the police. Like, we making it. I stand on that shit. That's your job to do.
Yeah, where's that damn police officer, bro? Are you ready?
Sign, so it ain't really nothing, bro. But get on the credential. There's not no issue with the police, man. Like, let these folk, they protecting the community, man. Some of these folk good people, man. Dirty cop. It's dirty, I mean, shit, but, bro, that ain't. Marvin Smith trying to be funny, y'all. Give him some attention, y'all. Where can it be? He in Chicago, bro. Eileen Bay, you saw on the line. Crazy. No credit for our nappings.
The thing is, if you do the cops.
My partner's just finishing up some paperwork. Do you have any weapons on you at all? Is it okay if I pat you down for weapons? Just put your hands behind your back. You're not going to cuffs now. Sounds good. Unfortunately, with the ID, it's not officially issued.
I understand. We hear that from the we hear that from the police, but the courts rule. I get it. Like,
this nigga don't weigh 108, yo. No. I refuse to believe that. And that's his own ID. So that means that's something he told him to put down. Now that's wrong. That's wrong. No way. No. That's like Angela Jolie. There's no way. That's Michelle Pfeiffer. There's no way. It's no way. It's no way, nigga. That's your aunt who been a crack for 30 years. There's no way a nigga weighed 108. I'm not believing that shit. Look at the address. 10th Street. Mustafa made up a name. Date of birth. There you go. That's his age right there. Yeah, they just make up shit. Travis Austin Bay, Secretary of State. They just make up some shit and be like, yo, look, non-commercial. They just make up shit and just, all right, this looks like a license. Or as
we understand that you may not recognize it, but every time I go to court, we handle it.
Okay.
So I understand, like, we have high respect for the police, you know.
I appreciate
not
that. You been respectful to us.
There's not that energy of, like, you don't have jurisdiction, all that type of talk you probably hear people say. So we just, you know, I accept the ticket, and then I just go to court.
Okay.
Prosecution, they usually side on the side. So, but can I explain to you what it is?
Yeah, can I explain one more thing first?
For sure.
I don't know if you want this, your I know
No,
you're,
no, it's cool. They,
Okay.
they can hear it. It's live. It's cool.
With your prior convictions out of Georgia,
Right.
I've seen that you've been issued a couple citations for not registering within Clark County.
I spoke on that too.
NRS. Okay, so you're going to be getting that citation as well, okay? Clark County.
I spoke on that too.
NRS. Okay, so you're going to for not registering within Clark County.
I spoke on that too.
NRS.
Wait, if you say not registering, is he talking about like the sexual predator? I can't, or is he saying registering the car? But why would the car be registered to counties? Like you need state registration. So why would he say counties of registration? Is he talking about like living places and not registering as a? Because this is why he said, "Do you want this on, on camera?" He was like, "Go ahead." He said, "Your prior convictions." It looks like a man has to register as a sex offender, and he wasn't, and he has to get citations for that. I don't know. That's what it sounds like. Because why would you caution a guy about putting his personal information before the World Wide Web about plate registration? Let's go back.
Okay, so citations for not out of Georgia.
Right. It's live.
I don't know if you want this. I know
No, no, it's cool.
I don't know if you want this, on the World Wide Web. No, it's cool.
They can hear it. It's live. It's cool.
With your prior convictions out of Georgia.
Right.
Your prior conviction out of Georgia.
I've seen that you've been issued a couple citations for not registering within Clark County.
I spoke on that too.
I mean, that could be placed. That could, yeah. I changed my mind. Okay, so that was placed. I'm about to say. So he had citations for not registering his car in Georgia. I'm hoping that was the registration we're talking about. Hopefully, I give him the benefit of the doubt that it was not some sexual offender shit. It was more so the license plate thing. He didn't register in Georgia and he got citations then. Okay, cool. That sounds about right.
Okay, so you're going to be getting that citation as well, okay? I don't know what your
I handle it in
objection
court.
to that is.
Yeah,
but
it handles in court. I'll take it.
Okay, that's fine. So you don't plan on registering?
I mean, I spoke to them before. The issue is they're not going to communicate with the police. So I've been told by the prosecution that I'm going to have a lot of stops with you guys. And she said until that works out with communication or developing how you guys deal with our identification and our situation, then I'll just have to keep it 17.
Hey, yo, listen, man. I'm telling you right now. Hey, child predator. I'm telling you right now. If I was part of a movement, and our movement is that we have laws that we're being deprived of, right? And every time I go out to travel, every time, that means Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Every time I go out, I can be pulled over and harassed over and over and over, even though I can lawfully travel without a license. If I believe that doctrine, and in spite of that, I'm getting pulled over by people who's supposed to respect that. I will be at odds with my government. I'm like, no, we got to go down together every day. I cannot live my life, man. I cannot keep a job with this. So we got to make a stance. We got to take a stance now. I refuse to be harassed and inconvenienced every day I travel. There's no way I would deal with that. I like, yo, we listen, like the civil rights movement. They were out boycotting. They was doing so much stuff to get attention, to get their grievances, considered. So if I was part of some bullshit Moor's government and the law was on my side, but police officers, state officials, DA, everybody's against me. The entire country's against me. I'm like, yo, my boy, I will join this shit when y'all get that right. Because y'all say it's the truth. When y'all get local and state law enforcers to court, county clerks, state clerks, everybody, man, to recognize us as a non-citizen of the state and country, Until y'all do that, I'll support y'all from afar. Like that would be my stance. There's no way in hell I would go through all this shit and we're not taking like strong actions to bring awareness of this, in their mind, double standard of the laws. It's like, why are they so silent on this shit? And then they fight battles, or they do a reaction fight where they fight in court when they're already defeated. No, let's go to the courthouses. Let's get court. Let's have courts without somebody getting pulled over. So the judge, let's go to the police departments and let's talk about this. Let's go to the mayor's office. Let's set up an appointment with the mayor. Let's talk about this. Like, I just cannot be harassed and inconvenienced every time I go to travel. I just couldn't do that. I just couldn't do it. That's something I would not put myself through. I said, until y'all get that together, that lack of communication, until that shit figured out, I got support from afar. I cannot join this chaotic movement with no power. Can't do it. Can't win with them.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. I just wanted you to be aware. Do you plan on getting a license plate at all?
Exactly. Yes.
You do?
From our DMV. I know it's a lot, bro.
No,
I know.
He said, do you plan on getting license plates at all? He said, for my DMV. Oh my.
So what we did in law, so just quick.
So where are the Moor's police officers to go around stopping people who break Moor's laws? Right? They should be able to call somebody to check the police officers to say not, or the court officials. Like, yo, y'all can take into our jail because you have no jurisdiction. The police officer, you got no right to stop him. He's a traveler. He don't need license. I'm taking you in. Like, where are their military and their law enforcers to back them up for people who break their laws?
Quickly, like, the term Negro, Black, and Color African Americans.
Oh my God, it's be embarrassing when they bring it to white people. But stop with this Negro, Black, and Color. Come on, man, that shit would be embarrassing when they mention that shit to white folks, man.
After this, just quickly, like, the term Negro, Black, and Color African Americans. After the Civil War, those people never repatriated back into a state. So when you look at all the 50 states, the state of Nevada, the state of Georgia, every state has its own constitution. Then we have something called the United States Constitution. So what we did as Moorish Americans, which is our nationality, not Negro, Color, Black, or African American, those are our nationalities.
YouTube Game On. Your favorite creators are the biggest games. Join the fun.
Take me to the ocean. Take me to.
I seriously wish no alert. Say these you are in the world more has United States and your new
ability to govern ourselves.
Okay.
So as a state, we just issue through our own DMV. We do take driver tests. We do make sure people are of the age and competency to use a motor vehicle by the state.
And what are you, this dude said we got our own DMV where we train people, where we certify travelers who can get on the road and travel correctly without harming others. And I'm sure you got a DUI check and all this drug shit, and come on, man.
By our state laws and constitution. So
what state, out of 50 states, which state is yours? Which state is yours out of the 50 states? Because you just said every state has their own constitution. So if that which is true, it is true. So which one of those states is yours?
So we understand that every state has rules. So for example, a person who's not a resident of California, they're not going to have a California driver license. So that's why I don't have a Nevada. Even though you see me physically here, it's political as far as jurisdiction.
Okay.
So, and we understand in court, we go to court, prosecution, the DA, Secretary of State, they understand the level of the law where, just.
And they lie to themselves, the Secretary of State. They know the hell they don't, man. Wait, is it your Secretary of State? You talking about the Secretary of State, of the actual state?
It's like if I had a Georgia state, if I was from another state, and I came to visit,
I understand what you're saying.
they have a valid state ID. So I understand that you may not recognize that ID as a state ID, but it technically, you know, by the course it is.
Are you gonna be okay signing these? Just
Yeah, I would definitely.
you're just recognizing
Yeah, but what state are you claiming, bro?
that you're accepting the ticket.
Yeah, and I
Promise to show it.
Yeah, we go to court and so you got two of them. You explained to him? Yeah, he did.
Hey, y'all, do they forget these police officers go to court with you because they wrote the ticket? They go to and they see you lose. So that's just confirmation the police officer did the right job. Like, okay, so he talked all this big bad shit that he's going to go to court, tell the judge that we have our own DMV, our own governor, and then they go to court. He goes to court and he want to see this magic happen. And then he see the judge rip these niggas to shreds. So they be like, oh man, this nigga was lying the whole time. Oh shit, next time I'll be more aggressive with these niggas. Yo, I ate too many cookies. This shit is wearing me down.
Hold on. Since they go through, yeah, go ahead. Oh, don't do it on top. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right.
So, now that you receive those, is there anything else we should know about the car? Just marijuana?
Yeah.
All right.
If you want to.
Do you have any other questions? We're going to go on and get out of here then. If you don't have any other questions.
Okay. Do I get my license back?
Not at this point. Don't have any other questions.
Okay. Do I get my license back?
Not at this point. Don't have any other questions.
Okay. Do I get my license back?
Not at this point. I spoke to my sergeant.
Okay. I'll just have to order another one. That happens sometimes. So they took my driver's license, but we get it. So
I gotta order another one. Oh, yeah, I know. Yo, his Secretary of State loves that shit because he got to order another one. Yo, they just make money off these clowns. They know. Yeah, ain't that interesting? Like their governor, right? That nigga isn't totally dumb. He understands money. He knows that the documentation, including like all that dumbass paperwork and that driver license, they know the police officers most likely gonna take it and use it for evidence in court. So what happens next is they gotta order that shit all over again. So that is very, very capitalist-like.
Wow.
The state of Morocco. Oh my God. But yeah, Morocco don't recognize these clowns.
So the other they're getting confiscated. And since you
bro, that was a
we gonna talk more shit.
Real fruit, whole grains.
So that was a personal power play. You see how long they kept me? Come on, like y'all, but see these mind games will scare niggas. But guess what I'm finna do? I'm finna jump on live, call goddamn the DMV, our DMV, and get another one.
So
another one.
So that's the solution. But where's the win in that? Like I don't want people taking shit from me, period. Like so I thought you were gonna say I called my DMV and we're gonna go to that courthouse and demand them to stop disrespecting us and recognize us as a state, a political body.
Let's get another one. Another one. But we got a hater on the line, sweetheart. He wanna see a nigga go to jail. What type of niggas? Is this the type of niggas y'all want in y'all movement, bro?
Well, he didn't go to jail, so get over it.
Right. Exactly, my brother said, dumbass comics, you better realize he in the same boat. Yes, brother, Kenan Holler is my big brother.
Easy.
Like these, Marvin Smith he'll rather have a Georgia State ID and come up with all these fake ass cookouts, fish fries, and all this shit to raise money when you really don't even understand, bro. You would never get free you would never raise enough money to be as free as how we just being free.
You hear this little fake freedom they're talking about? Yo, dude, If you was to compare your freedom with Marvin Smith, and you had me as the unbiased observer, I would think and rule that Marvin Smith is the one who's actually free, and you are the one whose liberties are limited.
By believing in
Limited.
ourselves, bro. Like, just by you don't think you can do what we can do. You in fear, but you got another state driver license. Yeah, I got my brothers on here, man. Yeah, man.
I had to go check on the kids a couple of times, but you gonna see that shit.
Man. We big stocked up in her, yeah.
That last one.
I've got it from Dorian.
Fairness and compliance. We have enclosed one of our affidavit forms for the exemption of registration and licensing for foreign nationals that foreign nationals have to file in your state to lawfully claim the exemption.
Yeah, these are a bunch of stupid niggas, man, that I ever known in Black America. These are the most stupid niggas in Black America. Gotta be. I'm sorry. Gotta be.
This affidavit also can be used by U.S. citizens who are not driving or operating a motor vehicle for profit or hire. So there's a difference between driving and traveling. They just said it right here.
Now, okay, hold on. I've been meaning to do this for a long time now. And here's the time. I keep forgetting, but I won't forget today. Hope I delete it.
This is coming from a municipal government. They just said it. This affidavit also can be used by U.S. citizens who are not driving or operating a motor vehicle for profit or for hire. Please forward this information to all of your law enforcement agencies in your state to prevent any unnecessary lawsuits from being filed against these agencies for not following the law and violating the rights of the people to freely travel without interference unless they are a threat to the public safety. That goes back to the Supreme Court law, what I just read about police. It says state police power extends only to immediate threats to public.
So this is the Black's Law Dictionary, 8th edition, not the 3rd and 4th, like they like to cherry pick. It says 2004. It says driver, a person who steers and propels a vehicle. A person who herds animals, a drover. Driver's license, driver license. The state issues certificate authorizing a person to operate a motor vehicle. So stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. That's in Black's Law Dictionary. And we're not done. Driving, the act of directing the course of something, such as an automobile or a herd of animals. So my boy, you guys are driving according to your Bible, which is the Black's Law Dictionary. That's what I've been meaning to do.
Public safety, health, and welfare. All right, see, I'm proving this. If you have any questions regarding this matter, please feel free to respond in writing by mail or fax. Any questions for your corporate care sign. I got it. How much?
I'm a national, so.
You're a what?
A national, not a United States citizen.
You're not a United States citizen?
No, a national.
Where's your birthday on here?
See, this is 28 day of self-existing moon. 15046. It's 15046 Asiatic calendar year. We do about a cosmic
Oh
law.
my God, Asiatic calendar year. We do about a cosmic laws. Oh shit.
The cosmic law, the universal law, when you're indigenous, we don't use it. We don't use it with the Gregorian calendar, so it's 1406 Asiatic calendar year.
So how old does that make you?
51.
51?
Now this old bat is 51 years old. She too goddamn old to be playing this goddamn Morris game. 51-year-old hag is playing this Morris game. This is an example that young Black women have to look up to. A 51-year-old piece of shit has been.
If you would like to read over my security agreement, you could read it, sir. And this is with the Secretary of State.
So, while you're in the United States, how long are you here for?
Actually, I plan on going to Morocco soon.
Oh shit. Okay, now this bitch just lied. She's planning on going to Morocco. Yeah, take that dumb shit with you and see what happens over there. But why don't you go there and live though? Why are you visiting? Go there and live where you think your rights can be respected. Why would you stay somewhere where you're unwanted? That's some stupid, goofy shit. You have an alternative to go home where everything's heaven and your laws are respected. And let's see if them niggas riding around with no damn traveler's ID or driver's license.
The vehicle belong to?
It actually belongs to me. I've got it from Dorian.
Yep.
What is Anastasia's brother? Will Maxwell.
Okay. Do you have anything that says that you can drive the vehicle on the California roadways?
Yeah, right there. This is it right here.
Where does it say here? Show me. I'm not familiar with this.
Okay.
With this
It's
form.
called a right to navigation travel by private conveyance. The United States Supreme Court has determined that state laws are unconstitutional should they mandate restrictions or licensing, registration, and insurance requirements as follows. The right to travel and the right to mode of conveyance, right to locomotion are all absolute rights, and the police cannot make void the exercise of rights. And that's State versus Amstead and so forth. The use of the highway for the purpose of travel and transportation is not a mere privilege, but a common and fundamental right of which the public and natural beings can not rightfully be deprived. Chicago Motor Coach Russia, Chicago. And if you would like to read that, you can. And
okay, so what do you have as far as information on the vehicle, so I know it belongs to you and I know it's not stolen?
Okay. Look in here. If you want to call or put her on a speakerphone and ask what kind of phone. You got my phone? Call Anastasia and put her on the speakerphone so the officer can hear.
But I'm texting. Something.
Yeah.
Some kind of piece of paper or form that's got the.
Did you knock some paper down?
That's got the.
Look in that Quran to see if it's
the license number or.
Give me. Hurry up, stop the phone.
I just know that I'm trying to text this one person.
And then they could probably check. Where did you put it? It wasn't in the line.
Marisha said hi.
605. Okay. And look for here in the security agreement about
Which sure is that?
Yeah, it's just good.
Where are you living while you're here?
On Brentwood on 2161 Sand Creek Road.
Have you ever been stopped before for this?
Yes, I have, but they just told me to go ahead. Okay. And if you like a copy, Anastasia, if you could please pick up the phone, it'd be appreciated. Thank you. It's regarding the car that I bought from your brother. Thanks. Yeah, but if you like a copy of that, you can have a copy, so that way you can just
Well, I need to read up on this so I know.
Yeah.
So I know.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, you can call Oakland Internal Affairs, and my name is listed with them. They sent me a letter of apology because the officer, I was going to file a claim, but I decided not to. They sent me a letter of apology, and now they made the police department aware of, like we on a diplomatic status of about taking the vehicles because, if you contract with DMV, let me explain something. Like the word vehicle, those are commercial terms, but your car or automobile, those are your private possessions. So common law it's never changed. It means that you have the right to travel the roadways the same as horses and wagons. So you can't really take the right when people that turn it into a crime or turn
I
it
got
into
bored
a
at this
privilege
game.
because this is your personal possession. So that law has never ever changed. So they, I mean, I have a letter from Senator Dianne Feinstein and the Internal Affairs. I wish I had that letter on me right now, but if you like, I can.
No, I'm believing you.
Okay.
I'm certainly believing you.
Okay.
It's just that any car that doesn't have a license plate,
yeah,
state of California, we have the right to stop and investigate why it doesn't have a license plate
and why,
so forth. So
okay, check it out, because
I definitely will.
Especially this right here. And what I could do is I could give you this copy for yourself.
Well, do you have another one for you?
Yeah, I have the original copy because I thought I had my original copy with me. I said, this is just my copy. This is not my original copy, but
so what country are you from?
Northwest of Mexico.
Where's that at?
Actually, it's North America. So from here, so between, I'm going back to Morocco. It's like a little piece of paper.
I think you left it at home.
Okay, go right again. It was bought from a lien sale to Dorian, I guess Maxwell. That's her brother's last name. Let me call back again as well. It'd just be like a little piece of paper if you could find it. Yeah, I'm putting it on the speaker so he can hear.
What color would it be? What's the address over on Sand Creek?
2161 Sand Creek Road.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, have a good day.
Oh, thank you. Okay. What's your name, officer?
Sergeant Shiro.
Sergeant Shiro. Okay.
With Sheriff's Department.
I'm Guidance Bay.
Nice to meet you.
Here.
Thank you.
Keep that in your car and look it up, okay?
I will look it up. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. All right.
Wait till I back up so you don't run into me.
Okay.
No, so that happened with the Moor. So that trumps everything that he said in his video about, and anything that anybody else said with regard to Moors and right to travel and it doesn't work and all that stuff. All those 3-hour, 5-hour stuff that those guys did about right to travel doesn't work. Okay, the same Moors that they're complaining about and dissing and saying our stuff doesn't work or whatever. Those same Moors teachings, some other Moors took, and then stuff works. So nobody ever bring them up ever again because they're done for. Because we show and proved that it worked. We don't need no law dictionary and stuff like that to prove we have right to travel. How about we God straight and show you?
From the Arizona State Senate, Phoenix, Arizona, December 10, 1985. To Director Ralph Milstead, Department of Public Safety, State of Arizona. Dear Director Milstead, it has come to my attention that numerous individuals in our state have rescinded all of their contracts with the United States federal government, the state of Arizona, and each of its political subdivisions, establishing themselves as free men under the organic national Constitution of the Republic of the United States of America. Consequently, they may be driving without auto registration, driver's license, or any other evidence of contract. Because many law enforcement personnel may be unaware of the contractual nature of auto registration and driver licenses, it is conceivable that this situation may lead to confrontation between these individuals and law enforcement personnel. I urge you to inform yourself and your personnel about this matter as soon as possible. If you would like to be briefed by someone knowledgeable on this subject, please contact me. In the meantime, inasmuch as this procedure is entirely appropriate when properly carried out, I would like to be personally notified of every such instance of confrontation in order that the persons involved and the public officials involved may be apprised of the correct procedure and the appropriateness of their actions on the part of each concerned. My office phone is 255-5261 and I am requesting to be notified of the names and incidents, along with addresses and phone numbers of participants of any such confrontations arising from the exercise of a person's free man status in order to evaluate the outcome of properly rescinded contracts. Sincerely, Wayne Stump, State Senator.
How about we show and prove that it works? Because remember, they're representative of everybody who has the nationality card that they showed. Which is precedent that that nationality card is accepted as identification. Before them, but you know, now we really have something because, you know, the Moors who got stopped is not these Moors that are gonna, you know, go through some situation and then they're not gonna talk and, you know, we can't put that out because, you know, we don't want people to get injured and stupid stuff like that. They're gonna do that just like all the other Moors who got stopped. Same Moors who got, remember, this is the particular Moors that have a particular nationality card, and they deal with a particular vibration when it comes to this information. At the risk of getting shot up, like Brother Terrence and Garner and everybody else that got killed. At the risk of that, saying, you know what, I'm not giving you guys a damn license because I don't have one. Everybody has a license, not if you're not driving.
Right to Travel Act, Georgia, Section 2. The General Assembly finds that, subsection 1, free people have a common law and constitutional right to travel on the roads and highways that are provided by their government for that purpose. Licensing of drivers cannot be required of free people because taking on the restrictions of a license requires the surrender of an inalienable right. Right to Travel Act, Section 2. The General Assembly finds that, subsection 4, American citizens have the inalienable right to use the roads and highways unrestricted in any manner so long as they are not damaging or violating property or rights of others. The government, by requiring the people to obtain driver licenses, is restricting and therefore violating the people's common law and constitutional right to travel. Right to Travel Act, Section 2. The General Assembly finds that, subsection 5, in Shapiro v. Thompson, United States Supreme Court Case Law, 1969, Justice Potter Stewart noted in a concurring opinion that the right to travel is a right broadly assertable against private interference as well as governmental action. Like the right of association, it is a virtually unconditional personal right guaranteed by the Constitution to us all. The Articles of Confederation had an explicit right to travel, and we hold that the right to travel is so fundamental that the framers thought it was unnecessary to include it in the Constitution or the Bill of Rights. Right to Travel Act, Section 2. The General Assembly finds that, subsection 7. Thus, the legislature does not have the power to abrogate the citizens' right to travel upon the public roads by passing legislation forcing the citizens to waive the right and convert that right into a privilege.
The issue at hand is dead. It's a violation of rights and all of that.
Okay, so what happened in your case today?
And nailed it up under our rights, the indigenous people rights. She got issued a citation for traveling and just went in the courtroom, got found guilty. They rebutted, came back and granted her with the decision that she's right. Basically.
Okay.
I'm satisfied with the outcome. I didn't expect them to open up arms and say, hey, we're going to dismiss this on the grounds of whatever I file, as far as an emotion or whatever. You have to look at the fact that they're all officers of the court, so they're going to work together. They're not on my team. I'm not expecting for them to be on my team, but for what I put in the record and on the record, there was no way to dispute it. You know, ultimately, that $225, that's court charges. They would like to have charged me $500, $250 for the citation and $250 for the court costs. Like I said, I'm indigent. I cannot afford to pay any fines. I do not wish the contract. I do not consent. I have no understanding of what's going on.
So what was the case about? What happened?
Basically profiling. I was followed on 3 different occasions.
So they were stalking you.
There you go, stalking. There's that word I forgot to utilize.
And
I was being stalked.
And who was the police officer that was stalking you? And in what city?
Melvindale, Officer McGregor.
Amber McGregor, that was her name? Yeah. Officer Amber McGregor was the one who was stalking you in what city?
Melvindale.
Melvindale City, Michigan. Oh, okay. 2.5-year employee on the Melvindale Police Force. Okay. Now, how long was she stalking you?
I like to wonder why when I asked her if she had an oath to the Constitution, the prosecutor who was representing her objected to it. You know, like I said, there's several factors that go along with this situation that prove that what they're doing is unlawful. It may not be illegal, but it's unlawful.
Well,
it may be legal, but it's not lawful.
This is a time where you can tell the world some of those objections and what was unlawful, so other people will understand and know what's going on.
Basically, you're charging me with a criminal issue, and there's no injured party, for one. No indictment.
The first initial thing is the initial stop. It was illegal. She was actually being racially profiled, stalked, harassed. Anything you can put up under they legal terms, up under color law, that's what she fell up under.
She wasn't speeding?
She wasn't speeding. She had the right to travel.
So, and what they're trying to say now is legal, is that a police officer just can get behind you and run your tags.
Which law supports what he said, because initially he said it's not lawful for an officer just to run your tags when they haven't seen you commit a crime or violate any traffic rules of the road. You understand? But he said now that's not so. Like, you can just run my plate. Yeah, but you never stated what law supports that. And like I said, there's no need for me to object to what the judge is saying because of fear, under threat, duress, and coercion of being in dishonor of the court. You know, the judge is supposed to be neutral in the situation, and he's supposed to interpret the law, not make up laws as we go along.
Who was the so-called judge on the case? What was his name?
Yeah.
Richard Page. Okay. Just for the record, you know, want to have. Okay.
We have to get a clearance and a disclaimer before we can release copies out to the general population of ignorant ass people. You understand? They gonna say, oh, you're supposed to have a driver's license. Okay, I'm not doing commercial trade on the road. I'm not a truck driver. I'm not a cab driver. I'm not doing any of that. I'm traveling in my private capacity. You understand? But it's a fight because my people don't know what their nationality is, so I have a Michigan plate on the back of my car.
The Secretary of State has no contract with no one out here. You just believe they do.
Yeah, he's trying to say that there was commerce.
And the contract that the Secretary of State has with the court.
That Michigan MCL? No, that wasn't.
It's not lawful.
He just adapted it to his.
And the nerve of this dude to say that RB Bay Publications is selling dreams and hope. Nah. I've been studying RB Publications for several years now. Okay, several years. And anybody that know me, 9 charges dismissed without an attorney. You understand? 9 charges dismissed without an attorney, man. You know what I'm saying? How many folks doing that? How many folks doing that? How many folks doing that? That's me. That's me on that. While you running your cock eater, that's me. I got courage. I got heart. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. And not only that, I got plenty of information that can be cross-examined by the public. I've written books. I've written books and I publish books. I publish books. Public official bonds. I know how to go out there financially. Again, should incompetent people enforce this? No. It took a long time for me to climb up in the degrees to get and understand this information. I got plenty of information that can be cross-examined. So before you run in your mouth, you need to really think about what you're talking about. Mario L. Bay, peace and love, fam. I'm out.
There has been some attempts made by the mainstream media and journalists alike to link the MST of A with the sovereign citizens movement. Moorish Americans are not sovereign citizens. We had a Moorish American who was detained for doing nothing more than giving his religious title and ID. However, the officer was untrained and made an unlawful arrest of failure to ID. We worked with that Moorish American's temple to get him released immediately. Moorish Shield not only works with fixing these issues at the court level, but we are also working with city officials and municipalities to get police officers the proper training and familiarity with the law-abiding Moorish American organizations. Moorish Americans are not African American or black.
NASCAR at Daytona on NBC and Peacock.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today is a follow-up to a video I covered in February this year where this Moorish sovereign citizen from New Jersey was arrested and got his car towed. That video ended with the prosecutor declining to prosecute the case for reasons I will get into shortly, but his car is still impounded because he still refuses to pay the tow and storage fees and register it with the state, you know, because reasons. So let's watch as he tries to get his car released from the impound lot for free.
Uninsured and registered.
Yes, it is. So I got a letter from the county prosecutor addressing to John Fine and y'all immediately. I've been in contact with y'all, so
they haven't contacted us. They haven't sent us a letter.
Okay, ma'am. So listen, I'm going to talk to you.
You can video it.
So listen,
it's private property. Let you know.
Can say whatever you want, sir.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, I came down. It's happening in a lawsuit. John Fine's arrested. You can see that's dated March 7th on the date. So the prosecutor Ben told John Fine to let y'all know that Ben released my vehicle. Right? It's listed to John Fine. You understand that?
Where is it listed to John Fine?
Chief John Fine, March 7th. Y'all had my car since January 24th. I've been won my case.
Like I said, he did not win his case. The prosecutor just declined to prosecute because, well, here's the reason given.
The prosecutor in our case did not have us there in court to tell our side. I let you talk. Okay. You're going to let me talk now, okay?
Sure.
He did not allow us to be there. That prosecutor is no longer with the city of Burlington, okay? We were not there to tell our side of the story. All right, he dismissed everything.
Why wasn't you there?
Listen,
I'm asking
he
you
didn't summons us.
Well, you had to be summoned to go to court?
Yeah, they have to notify us to be in court.
Who phone is that?
The prosecutor.
Oh, okay.
And he's no longer with us.
Okay.
Okay.
So y'all failed again, right?
We didn't fail. No, we didn't fail.
But I'm saying in law, no, township said dismissed.
We did not.
No,
the court did that, not the city of Burlington.
Okay, but I'm just saying on y'all side.
If we were there to tell our side, it probably would have gone a different way.
So that's why the charges were dismissed. He didn't win, although that is the word used by the prosecutor. Poor use of words, which these guys have jumped all over. But yeah, the case was dismissed. Anyway, back to the tow yard.
Yes, absolutely. February 17th, I've been on my case. I've been in contact with y'all. Y'all got my mail. And this is going to result in a lawsuit, and a big one in John Fine, and everyone that's a part of it.
Lawsuit? I'm ready for a lawsuit.
I
got contacted by the police of Burlington City to tow your car for no insurance and registration.
And who's the letter wrote to?
Okay,
John Fine has a boss.
You could have came in the next day and paid the $7.
I'm not paying anything.
And that's it.
But, all right, listen, but we couldn't have came in.
United States of America?
Republic. Government
Relax,
official. Yes.
relax.
That's fake.
Phone,
honey. Okay, that's fake.
It's not fake.
Okay.
Because I'm the one who was driving the vehicle when it was taken.
on Facebook.
It's okay, baby.
That's
Don't
fine.
talk.
Be quiet so I can.
Let her
That's
you
have a video not on Facebook.
Yeah, it's public. The law is public. How is this stupid? The law is public.
I'm trying.
You the only ignorant ones.
There's
We're
not
not.
a record
We're
of
not
your
here.
government.
We're
Yes,
not
it
here.
is.
Listen, babe.
I'm not looking at
Listen,
all
you don't
that
have
stuff.
to.
Listen, relax. We're not here. We're not here to argue. We're not here to argue.
Yes, you
We
are.
have. We're not. How are we here to argue?
Get your car.
Listen,
I'm gonna fucking scrap your car. You don't fucking get it.
Yeah, okay.
you're not. Listen, he better chill out. That's what he better do.
You have sitting there.
But he's not. He's not even.
Stop talking. It's men. It's men talking. Don't say nothing. Because they got one more chance.
So ignorant of the law and misogynistic as well. That should tell you everything you need to know about how this guy sees himself in relation to women. And one more chance for what? Sounds like a threat to sue to me, and from the Sun's reaction, this is not the first time they've tried to get their car released without first getting it registered and paying the fees.
We have a waiting room.
I don't care what you got.
Don't get in.
Relax.
You walk to me. I've been sitting right here.
Hey.
I've been sitting right here. You walk to me. You walk to me. You walked up in my face.
Call the cops. Get out of my property.
Bro,
Relax.
y'all better stop walking up on me. It's recorded that they keep walking in my face. I got 6 feet. If I get invaded my space one more time, I'm gonna feel threatened, and I'm gonna feel like I had to defend myself.
Okay, pal?
Okay.
Now get out!
Well, if you walk
Get out!
6 feet in my
Get out!
make sure I'm recorded.
Get
No,
out!
I'm not going nowhere.
Get off my property!
No
Get
way.
out the door! Call the cops now!
You're going nowhere. You're on private property. You've been asked to leave numerous times now. The owner of the property will be well within his rights to use minimal force to remove you, though I think he's right to call for the police. But doesn't this show how Sovsits are willing to trample all over other people's rights to get what they want?
Car Star 1202 Route 130 North. Yes, Township. Are we in Township? Township. We're sitting.
Burlington City, he's calling, are you calling Burlington Township?
Donna Groff, GRLFT.
Okay.
I am an owner. Thank you. I don't want any trouble. I just want to resolve this.
Me too, man. I had my car for over 3 months.
I know.
I have 2 children.
Hey, that's not us, that's them.
Islam prayers.
Okay?
So I went to the tow office. I got threatened by the owner. He walked in my
Get out of
face.
here, threatened.
I have it on recorded. He walked from around the counter, came to my face, saying, "Get out." I'm trespassing.
I said to go into the
No, I got it recorded. And
There's
he's
a
walking in my
waiting
face
room
right
right
now.
there.
So
Genius move there, telling the camera and possibly 911 that you've just been trespassed, yet you still remain on the property. Well done. And yes, you were asked to go into the waiting room, you just refused, instead choosing to stay there and intimidate the owners. That's disgusting behaviour.
Right now,
in your face.
you 6 feet, sir. 6 feet. 6 feet, sir. You walking up on me. I'm talking to your wife. She's saying,
There's a waiting room
I don't
right
need
there.
to know your waiting room, sir. You keep walking up on me. I feel threatened. I keep telling you I feel threatened. So stop
All
walking
them
up on
letters
me.
you send us soon
Stop
is for
walking.
$500,000 from a fake government.
Okay, see, fake government. See that transmitter, right? This the owner. Yeah, we recording. You know everything's being recorded. This the owner.
If it's fake, why would But if it was fake, why would the prosecutor tell you to release the vehicle?
So this letter from the assistant prosecutor reads as follows. Please allow this letter to serve as authorization to release the vehicle seized, pursuant to the investigation. That's all it says. It doesn't say release it without paying the fees or without registration. All the prosecutor has the power to do is dismiss the tickets. He cannot tell the tow company how to do their job.
The only thing I have the power to do is dismiss your tickets, which I'm doing.
State laws.
We are following the law.
In New Jersey.
We're not a resident of the state of New Jersey.
You live in Burlington City. You lived up north.
North America is our residence. We're
Where's
aboriginal
your
to this
address?
land.
Where do you live? Where do you sleep?
In North America.
Where do you sleep?
In my home.
Yeah, where's that?
Where I domicile. No.
Where? Where's that?
He would have known. The owner of the tow company.
Excuse me, could you turn that down? I'm trying to make a phone call here. Thank you.
That was their quote-unquote president on the phone there, C. Cannon Bay, who apparently has quite the rap sheet himself. So we have the governor and president on the case. It's fun to pretend, I guess.
This is what we've been going through since we came up here. Yesterday we talked to John Fine and them, and then we came up here today.
Trying to start trouble. Have the prosecutor send us a letter and a check.
We just gave you the letter.
letter, sir.
We don't work for free. Okay?
We just
I
gave
don't
you a
care
letter,
what
though.
the prosecutor says. We don't work for free.
Hello? Who is this?
He gonna say he don't care what the prosecutor says.
That's crazy.
Like, how you not care what the prosecutor says?
Of course he doesn't care what the prosecutor says. The prosecutor is not in charge of this tow yard. He doesn't have a say in the car being released, let alone for free. Like he said, they don't work for free. Somebody's got to pay for it. They won't release it until you pay what you owe. At this rate, the fees are going to cost more than the car's worth itself.
What's his number?
You're crazy.
Just Google it. Burlington
And you
County
just want to
Prosecutor.
antagonize. We didn't come here confrontational. You did that.
Your shoes are untied. You're getting ready.
I know they're inside. Thank you.
Insisting they have a letter from prosecuting officer saying that we should release his car without him paying the tolls and fees. We've talked to the chief of police in the past, and they've told us absolutely not to release it without collecting the money.
That's not even what they said.
Now the
man.
tow company, this is a
I am
repair
recording.
facility, a car star, 1202 Route 130 North.
She's the
I'm gonna
lady.
scrap your car.
It's actually, they keep saying,
Go ahead and try.
They're gonna get away, they're gonna throw it, but like all this type of threats, and it's being recorded.
He gonna scrap the car. So then we're just gonna see if he scraps the car. We're gonna see what happens, because then we're gonna own this.
To be fair, you threatened to lean his parents for $500,000. I'd be pissed too.
Yeah, just like you.
It's a bit crazy since we got up here, but the wife is very compliant. I have no, the woman, we don't have to do nothing on her. It's definitely him, like, cause she's been very compliant. She's looking up the letter. She's making phone calls.
I can tell you, if that's a fake letter.
So angry.
Burlington
He's
County
so
Prosecutor's
angry.
Office, you're getting arrested today.
Okay, so we just gonna, they called the police, so we just waiting for the police to get here.
He didn't answer either.
You got that letter for the cops? Because it's fake, you're getting arrested. First.
I'm recording him. We're gonna come up here with a fake
Is it
letter.
signed by the prosecutor?
Yep.
Stop talking, say it, please, baby.
Sorry.
Like how you said, just keep it calm, like God, you said, keep me in my dignity.
Stay calm, he says. Well, that ship has sailed. You're the reason the police have been called. Anyway, let's skip forward to the part where they get locked out of the building and when the police arrive to basically tell them to pay their bill.
Thank you very much. Shoes untied if you trip.
That's all he did was, I knew he was gonna do that anyway. That he locked the door. Like,
Look, let me show me.
let the cops come though. He locked us out of the business.
Well, duh. Your name's What's your badge number? 3078. Okay, so you're telling me, being as though I got a letter issued from the prosecutor, right?
This is
In
what-
writing. No, I'm just let me explain. Please let me explain. I'll let you go. Even though I have a letter from the prosecutor to the chief of police telling them as a release letter to release my vehicle under any criminal investigation that's done, right? I got told, you don't want to hear the video. You told me out your mouth you don't want to hear the video. I'm told I didn't pay a court cost. What makes you think I'm going to pay a toll fee? I'm not to be taxed. So listen.
And it was unlawfully towed.
March 7th is the date. I was been supposed to have my car. I've been supposed to have my car. I'm doing the footwork now. I had to go talk to the prosecutor. He said, sir, I've been I've been told me to release your vehicle. Now I'm coming to release my vehicle. They're threatening me. They're telling me all of this. They don't care about no prosecutor. They're gonna call this on me, get out their country. And then now you come and you telling me they're saying you supposed to. No one's above the law, sir.
Now that's rich coming from a guy who drives around without a license, registration and insurance, then refuses to pay to get his vehicle back because, well, he's somehow above those laws nobody's supposed to be above.
I'm trying to tell you what they're telling me.
But no one's above the law. You're supposed to enforce the law. You see a letter from the prosecutor, sir. That's your higher up. So I'm saying if I have a letter from a prosecutor, active prosecutor, telling every party to release my vehicle, especially to the chief of police.
Have you talking to Burlington City Police Department?
I just want my vehicle. I have no dealings with Burlington City Police.
It has no involvement with Burlington. So in order to talk to Burlington City,
but what does that have to do today for my vehicle? I already did my legwork.
I understand that. However, they can't verify it.
The letter is signed. Does a letter signed by the prosecutor?
They need to make
it's signed. That does a letter signed by the prosecutor.
Letter signed by the prosecutor. There are. Listen, sir.
I'm here. I hear. Okay.
So they need to verify your paperwork.
The tow company needs to verify my vehicle. Okay.
So in order for you to get it, they need the tow bill and the storage fees paid. Whether you do it, the prosecutor's office, Burlington City, you got to get that figured out so that they as a business can get paid.
In other words, pay your bills.
But they was called, correct?
Who was called?
The tow company.
Okay, but they were
no. Take time for me. Okay. Service, because they thought my car was unlawfully. Listen,
that would be Burlington City that you
so listen, I went in court. I just showed you my disposition in court. Look, from your court, township.
Your court.
So your charges were dismissed without court cost. That doesn't mean you get your car back for free. Somebody has to pay for fees and storage, and it's not going to be the prosecutor, and it's not going to be the city or the chief of police.
So you're judge
their money.
With hundreds of design options, you fit your style and your life. That
fitter,
it just fits.
That shit ain't walk out.
The legendary A10 Warthog arrives in the War Thunder online action game. The sound of a 7-barreled gun.
Judge said, my car,
It's Burlington City, Burlington Township.
Burlington don't have no court. You know that, sir. Everybody go to township court. This is signed by the judge from township.
Judge Lang is also Burlington City.
Oh, but there's no Burlington court. So everybody go to Burlington Township. So your court in your township signed it. Look, no court.
And I'm the one who was given those tickets, and those.
I always got tickets.
Okay,
It's something that you need to talk about.
So if he represents,
I went to the county.
I understand that.
Okay, so it's protocol. Is it right?
I understand.
So municipality, county. So I went to the county. Which you see the letter in there that you don't care about. You saying, even though it's okay. So why is it not?
They as a business.
But don't they have to deal with that with Burlington? Why is I'm included? Burlington called them.
They're not going to release the vehicle until those fees are paid.
Okay, but
as a business, once that vehicle is released and nobody pays it, then they're out that money. So they need to hold on to that
who called them, sir? If you call somebody, right, and you told them to come get something, you're liable. I'm not. You held me liable.
So that's why I'm telling you. Go to
but no, why? No, I'm not the party.
But we can't even.
My documents from the prosecutor.
If you want,
I did my job, sir. You're not understanding.
I am understanding.
So if I
you're not listening to what I have to say.
But we can't make Burlington City
and I can't
and they can't either.
But the prosecutor is telling everyone to release the vehicle, though.
No, they're not.
I'm confused.
Yeah,
I too would be confused if I spent all day listening to this guy. He's a typical fast talker who tries to bamboozle you with bullshit. Only this guy isn't very convincing. Everyone he meets outside of his group knows he's full of it. Con artists use the same tactic.
Contact Burlington City and talk to them about having your vehicle released.
But why are we talking? I'm so confused.
Is this your prosecutor? Yes. So do you recognize him, right? Okay. So I'm gonna let you hear it, and I don't have to do this. This is my private. This is for my lawsuit. Okay. So I'm just letting you do it. Just listen to me. I was talking to John Fine.
One of the AP.
Okay.
So he's talking to
I
you showed me.
No. Okay. You want to hear me say the letter? I wrote John Fine a letter. Okay. You just seen the letter. You don't care about it. Okay. So we have a good day. Okay. Don't worry about it.
What does that letter say?
You read
the one that you have, the copy of.
Okay. All right. Have a good day, son. So
seriously, how do I
waste the time.
I mean,
just get in the car. Don't matter. Don't have a good day, sir.
It's
okay. Have a great day, sir.
So off he goes in a huff without his car, and I still don't think he's got it back to this day. And it won't be released until he gets it properly registered, insured, and pays the fees. And it doesn't look like that's happening anytime soon because he's too busy misinterpreting the law on TikTok and YouTube. But the tow companies don't hold cars indefinitely. I assume it will be sold to recover their costs eventually.
Jeez.
Anyway, this one isn't over by a long shot, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future.
All right, but hold on. I got something for you guys. Remember, they like to cherry pick the Black Laws Dictionary from they read from, which they read from. So I got that covered. Here we go. Let's go to an older, not the 11th edition is the most updated, by the way. All right. So what you're looking at in a second. Let's just get out my way. Really, it didn't even share. Okay, so this right here is, as you can see, let me point out to you so we can end this traveling stuff. So this is the Black's Law Dictionary, 8th edition, 2004. Okay, so it's gonna go across a couple of things, right? So let me erase that. So there we go. There we go. And here we go. Okay. So a driver, a person who steers and propels a vehicle, a person who herds an animal, a drover. So let's deal with vehicles. A person who steers or propels a vehicle. That's you. Morris guy, driver license. A driver license, the state issued. This is in a Black's Law Dictionary, 8th edition, 2004. This is what they go by. Driver license, a driver license, the state issued certificate, not your Moor state, but the state, United States, that state. Issued certificate authorizing a person to operate a motor vehicle. Last one, driving, because you're not driving, you're traveling. But what is driving? Driving is the act of directing the course of something, such as an automobile. You're driving, sir. I'll be back on later. I got a 1 hour class. So maybe 5, 6 o'clock.